I'm Chillmonger. What's your name? Hi, I'm Chillmonger. Good to be with you. We got the back of the bus. You see, he used to have back of the bus underscore Marcus, and then Darius is gonna come in later, and he'll have Planet Fanatics, and he'll have like the colon Darius. But today, he's just back of the bus. We don't know his name. You are muted if you don't know. Oh, he said OSHIT.
Yeah, I didn't, and I also didn't know that my name was effed up.
Zang Beto's in the building. You know the funny thing about Zang Beto's like emoji here? To me, all I see is like a blank square. But some people, you can actually see exactly what it is. It's probably a salute, probably.
There it is. One half.
Zang Beto, hello. Who else is here? It says that there's 14 people watching. Whether you're watching
down Pantheon,
whether you're watching on Marcus Back in the Bus, Chillmonger, or Planet Fanatics, you're appreciated here because you got to stop and think about how cool it is that just three strangers are just like, hey, let's link up. We have liked interests. Some of us like Nicki Minaj a little more than others, but we have liked interests, and we're gonna go chit chat about it. We're gonna reserve that topic until my man Darius is in the building, and then he's gonna let us know. Look, I asked and I received. Cleves is in the building.
What up?
Hello, Cleves. Hey, Cleves is like a regular now. I can see him so often now. He's always in here. And same with Wolverine Solid X. And I don't remember the name Wolverine Solid X a year ago, so shoot him. And we have a Beyonder. You are talking through your mic, chill.
Probably your webcam. I did think I was hearing a little bit of an echo.
It says Yeti microphone, but I'll still unplug. Thank you, guys.
Slight echo. What up, Beyonder? Appreciate the audio. Look out.
Exactly. So, chill, mic check 1 2. I hope it is better now. I could also increase my diaphragm circumference and enunciate the words better, and maybe this thing that I'm chewing on is impeding on the volume. But until then, thank you. We have Alex. And we have Wolverine who says, yeah, I've been following y'all now for almost a year. See, man, look at that. Look at that memory. It's been about a year that this guy's been here for. Yeah. Cosmo. Hello, Cosmo. Good to see you. Sounds good. Thank you for the assist. And then we got Groovy, who for some reason his real name is Felix. Do you guys know Groovy from like, because you and Josh all call him Felix, like you know him.
That was his first name on YouTube when he first started following us. Felix has been around for a while, man. Felix this is day one, basically.
I feel like we're doxing him. Like we can't. Groovy, he identifies as FE only.
No, it's Groovy Feet, but I'm saying like if you go into his Twitter thing, his Twitter name is Felix.
Oh yeah, then yeah, you're Felix.
He's good. He's Felix.
The Queen or Cardi B. You know, I don't think I'm rooting for anyone right now, but there's
this shit's so messy. All of it's messy. Did you hear JT's latest?
What?
JT of the City Girls. She dropped the diss track for Cardi B here today, and it was something. It was something.
Did she always have something against her?
I don't know, man. I just feel like everybody's kind of saying the same thing to each other. It's like, no, your man sucks. No, your man sucks dick. It's like it's getting out of hand, but at the same time, they're just saying the same shit about each other. The one unfortunate thing that I had already felt in this whole snafu kind of confirmed to me is that I want the individuals who kind of have this back and forth nature about their blackness. I just want them to be whoever they are when they're not black. I just want them to stay that way, because then, you know, you get mad and you start talking about children, and now all of a sudden children turn into monkeys and roaches and all this other shit that I just don't think you would call your children, or, you know, call other children that aren't mixed with black men. And it feels a way. It always felt the way. Whether it was coming from Cardi B or Nicki Minaj, You know, whether you claim to be Trini or Afro Caribbean, there is no reason to be on the internet calling black children monkeys.
See the teacher who's singing the birthday song? There's like a clip recently where she says the birthday song with the monkey version. No?
Whoa, what?
Well, maybe that's my algorithm. Never mind.
Holy shit. For real? Somebody like they talking about like the black version, like the Stevie Wonder Happy Birthday? Is that what they were talking about?
No. Yeah, you're I know why you thought that way, but that's not what I meant.
Oh, okay,
There's
okay.
a version of the
like,
song.
that's crazy.
I'll sing it. Happy birthday to you. You live in a zoo. You look
You
like,
look
a, monkey, and you smell like.
Yeah. I'm
So
sure that's
Comic
racist
Chameleon.
somehow. This got to be racist somehow.
Antoine Film saw that. So just the teacher was recording her singing that to the kid. The kid was a black kid, and it's like, you know, I've heard that song for a long time. But
Sure,
I
yeah.
don't know. We'll keep an eye on you.
If the song on the ice cream truck is racist, I know that's got to be racist somehow. It's got to be. It's just, you know, there's levels to it. You got to. There's
I'm gonna give the teacher a pass because I don't think past behaviors and other like we can't just go off on that alone. I think it's under the radar. I'm gonna be like, okay. I know some people are saying that it's low grade racist. I don't know if it's necessarily racist. I don't know like where she posted that. I don't know like what she was going for. I really don't know.
You know, things can be racist without your intention to be racism. Like that's that's the system part of it. That's the ism. It's not about an individual act or intention. It's about what role you play in that system. And so, you know, you don't always have to have the intentions of being a bigot to be racist.
Fine then. I will not cast her or prescribe her bigotry or bigots or that title. I will not do that. However, in 2025, there should be a heightened awareness of anything to do with monkey, ape, chimpanzee, gorilla, anything related to that. And fuck black people, just people. Let's just stop. Let's just uniform have that rule so that we don't have to be like, no, he's white, it's okay, or he's half white. No, animals and people, we don't do it anymore. There it is.
Yeah, no, but I mean, beyond that, it's just a bunch of you know, your man's a pedo, and well, your man sleeps with other men, and your man wants Ice Spice, and it's just kind of like confusing. You're talking about another woman's man wanting to sleep with Ice Spice, and you just divorced your man for sleeping with everybody. Pot meet kettle, Spider-Man meme. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, did you see the Peacemaker episode where they said that?
Did they say no? I don't watch Peacemaker.
Yeah, two characters were in the opposite universes. So he's like, "Oh, let me meet my alternate version," and they're like, "Hey, the Spider-Man meme," and they joke with each other like that. Something about that irks me. Even in Venom, when he's like, "What's his kryptonite?" I was watching the Venom movie. Don't mention Superman. There's something about hearing the other universe, Marvel or DC, in the rival universe that makes me go, cool. No.
Because you're acknowledging, like, of course, that they don't exist the way that they exist in their own universe here, but it also makes them like its own little pocket universe where they're a comic book character to us, but you know that that's an actual thing. Like, it's kind of cool to think of it retrospectively because it's like, all right, well, it may not be real in this universe, but we know it's real. We know what the counter universe for that idea is. So it's like you can lift behind the veil and actually know what the truth is, as opposed to other people who just think it's a comic.
Vince McMahon did a number on me. We don't mention All Elite Wrestling or the WCW back in the days. We don't do that. No.
The best days of WWE is when there was an open disdain and beef between those two companies, and they did talk about each other. I love it. I wish they would start a legitimate AEW WWE war. It would be great for both companies, and it would break us out of this fog of storytelling that they've been in for like the last year and a half, because it's been terrible.
Just wait. Look, Obafemi lost his title in NXT. He's coming.
I have no faith for anything dealing with the black superstar.
Rick Williams has been on top of the NXT world. It's just a matter of timing on when he comes to Raw or SmackDown. I think that one of the clock it right now, Chill Knows Wrestling, the last match of John Cena will be, and this is traditional, this is not like I'm not breaking anything, he will be losing to a brand new star. That new star gets to say, I'm the guy who retired Cena, and he gets to take that, and it helps his career. You should always lose on your last match, especially when you're planning it out, and you help out the future when you do so. That's just the way the business is constructed. So Obafemi, after he lost his NXT title, he's coming. Rewind though. I want to talk about
Watch it be Grayson Waller or some shit like that. Watch it be fucking Finn Balor or not Finn Balor. Finn Balor's been around for a long time, but I just don't. I don't, man. I don't.
But
have
his first match, he pinned Roman Reigns on Raw.
You can't tell me. And you know what? I think they're actually inching their way towards it with the whole Profits beefing with each other thing right now. But that Montez Ford 5 years now, because I'm filling in the data points that I missed in wrestling now. I'm kind of filling in the blanks. So he's been out of NXT for 5 years now, and he's been part of the Street Profits all 5 years. Like, we haven't had any attempt to make Montez Ford a main thing by himself at all.
That's so insulting to tag team wrestling.
He is no. It's not that it's insulting. I only know that he's an extreme talent because of tag team wrestling. But look at how the other tag teams look what they did with the Usos. What they did with the Usos?
The Usos as a team main evented a Mania like 3 years ago versus Sammy and Kevin Owens.
And then what did they do with Jay? And then they let Jimmy do his solo thing. It's not to the same degree, but they were able to have that moment, have their run, and still be a tag team.
I'll give you that then. I'll give you that singles pushes are more bigger than tag pushes in the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be that way. And it wasn't that way with the Legion of Doom. The Road Warriors, Animal and Hawk, it wasn't that way. That's like in the 80s, 90s.
Even some of the Attitude Era stuff, the Hardy Boys, the Dudleys, you know what I'm saying? Like that stuff was real. That's legit.
You know what? They never made it.
Edge and Christian. No, they didn't. That's part of the problem, right? Because I think at that point it was box office. Those matches were legendary, but the guys weren't treating it that way. They were still scheduling them mid-card and stuff like that. So it's like we weren't forced to respect it the way that they force us to respect women's title matches, you know, in certain tag matches now and stuff like that. Like, they made us actually respect these by putting them in the spots of what you expect to be the best match.
I would say that Bayley and Sasha Banks took that in 2015. They made it that way. Like the Brooklyn match, they were the second last match instead of the last match, and everyone knows they should have been last, and that's why Kevin Owens and Finn Balor had like a ladder match that was added last minute to make it higher profile. Back to the competition thing. AEW had a pay-per-view in Toronto a couple weeks ago and they changed the time because the WWE said, we're going to have a pay-per-view too at the same exact time. So there is competition there, and they are running competition like screen time, like watch time. You can't watch this and that. But even more importantly, the WWE is going to have WrestleMania 2 years from now in Saudi Arabia at a different time zone, in a different where people was that like Saudi Arabia. They have the rest of them in America, so that's not so bad.
We could be here all night talking about why Saudi Arabia is buying up everything from video games to wrestling, but continue.
So it's a faraway place that there is, and fans, I'm not going to do the travel. Now the AEW, they're like, listen, a lot of small independent promotions, they run on a weekend in the United States around WrestleMania, whatever the host city is. They choose that city too. Everyone makes money. It's like a holiday for wrestling fans. The AEW needs to have an event in New Orleans, which we're supposed to get WrestleMania in New Orleans on the same year that they're doing WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, and they will kill it. Everyone will like them. They'll have affordable ticket prices.
That would be dope. In New Orleans too? Oh my God, man, that'd be
2 years
amazing.
away.
That'd be amazing. Yeah, no, they're doing their thing. I know we're putting some people to sleep with the wrestling talk, but yeah,
what's up, fellas?
Into it.
Let's get into that comic book stuff that you guys are more interested in. You guys like that comic books things? Ugh. So one thing that happens in comic book world is it never reaches that mainstream sort of like publications like The Culture crave, but this did. You see, there's going to be a new Superman and Spider-Man crossover comic that's releasing in spring of 2026. It's going to be 2 one-shot comics, okay? Marvel will do one comic, and then DC will do another comic book. That What do you think about that?
I mean, it's a one shot, but I mean, it like we just talked about that peeling behind the veil kind of thing. The crossing of universes could be interesting. It obviously is not going to be consequential to anybody's universe, whatever
No,
happens. But it could be
the
a nice thing
novelty.
to have in your collection.
Exactly. See, it's the novelty to me. Of course, who cares what happened between Spider-Man and Superman? They've interacted before, but it's just knowing that this is rare, it doesn't happen, makes me go, "This is a collector's item." I did the same with Deadpool and Batman. I bought that comic book, which came out a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
You're wearing a comic book on your shirt, literally. That was the first Superman comic I bought. Action Comics 1000. Yes, sir. Stamina MC says, "Busier over here." I think because he was on someone else's channel where he subscribed to, and then he went, "We're busier over here." It's all the same to us. Me and Marcus see on the left side of our. Who cares? You guys don't care. What y'all thinking about the JT diss tracks? I didn't listen to it.
Yeah. She said some shit. She definitely did her thing. I just feel like the whole thing is a bit messy in general, but now she's going to warrant a response. I hope she's ready for it. I hope they're all prepared for the rap nuclear winter that's about to happen between the females. Even Cardi B had some audio leaked. It's crazy how this shit people just be having all these recordings and shit on people and just be sitting on them for times like this. But apparently there was some audio leaked about Cardi B yelling at Ice Spice's representation about wanting to fight her over something she said. I don't know. The details are hazy. No, but it just involved about a bunch of other people. She was like, "Oh, you think I'm pussy ass Lotto? You think I'm bitch ass Megan? Like I mean, just toss them underneath the bus. Just a whole bunch of unnecessary stuff. The kid stuff. We everybody got an ain't shit man. Some of us have pedo men. Some of us have closeted men. Some of us have men that enjoy other women in front of you. I don't think anybody's winning. I don't think anybody's winning. Everybody just kind of looks a little bit goofy, but female rap beef. I guess that's where we're at.
So the next thing, let's talk about the big news. A few years ago, something like this from the Russo brothers was posted. It was just a picture of them, and they said, "Look hard," and it was like the title of the movie, and it said Avengers Endgame. So he did it again. Joe Russo did it. That's him sitting down in that chair. I looked hard, and I found nothing. I don't care to look harder than the 1 minute look that I gave. What did you think when you saw this?
I did not give a shit. I promise you. I out of knee jerk reaction, I started to be like, "Oh wait, hold on, wait. I don't give a shit. I don't care. No, you're not gonna trick me. I will sit here and I will wait for the first teaser trailer at Avatar: Fire and Ash, but I don't care about this. I don't care about this. I know that nothing that is in these frames, right? Nothing that is in here secretly hidden, and because most of this is probably green screen, right? They're in the value.
Yeah.
None of this is going to change the fact that I'm probably going to watch 20 plus minutes of Yelena, Red Guardian, and Ghost in this next Avengers movie. And then that's going to be flanked by another 20 so minutes of Sam and then Bucky and a whole bunch of other shit that didn't work. I don't care about this shit. I don't care. And I understand why they're doing it. Yeah. I appreciate it. I get it. We're not there anymore, man. This is not where we're at. You better give something serious, tease something tangible that people can get excited about, or go home, Roger. Finish up the reshoots or whatever it is you're doing right now.
Go home, Roger. Marcus, JT dissed Cardi and mentioned.
Oh, you're late. You're late. We've already talked about it. We've already gone.
We'll get back to it when Darius is here. We'll do the Nicki Cardi.
Oh, I know he's gonna want to talk. Yeah, I know he's gonna. First of all, Onika reigns supreme.
Hmm. The for the opposite opinion of what Marcus just gave and what I just gave and the dull attitude we have towards it, check out the Dre Max show because he loved it and he was even watching a guy who theory broke down. He said this definitely got to be an A right over here. You see the angle, and then the V because it's Avenger versus X-Men. The V is from here all the way down, all the way up. That's a V. That's a V. Avengers versus, and this is the X. The X right here. That's why there's light lit up on it. It's an AVX. They're gonna change the movie Avengers Doomsday to Avengers vs. X-Men. That's the title of the movie. And if that is the case, I think that's an awesome title of a movie. I just think if we're basing it off the comic book Avengers vs. X-Men, there needs to be more build up.
Fam, well, how do we just think that we're going to keep walking into these events, right? Like Civil War was great for what it was. It was great. It was a moment in time. I think everybody just accepted the condensed version, but there was so much star power and reveals in that movie. First time we get Spider-Man, first time we get Black Panther, that we took the condensed version. But since then, how did Secret Invasion go? How'd that go? Right? How did that event play out for y'all? Like, there have been other examples of them trying to recreate certain story arcs, certain callbacks that we know as comic book fans. And how was it executed? We got Gore the God Butcher. How'd that go?
It was all right.
Are we in a spot? Do you think that they can just step into an Avengers versus X-Men movie? And that actually makes so much sense as to why it's so important for them to have the Fox X-Men in this and them not using this to kind of springboard their recast. They're not doing that because they are probably trying to do Avengers versus X-Men in the most ransacked, fastest way possible. And that's where we're at. Now, it was one thing when I thought we were going to be doing some de facto Battle World movie where, the X-Men, a few X-Men from this universe and few Avengers from our universe and from everywhere else around are just kind of mashed up together. But if that's not what we're doing, and we're doing full-blown Avengers v X-Men, well, we need a full X-Men roster, right? But we're not getting full X-Men, right?
Well, maybe we are, and it's a secret. Halle Berry's there, and they may even have to introduce a couple new ones. We've actually saw a big collection of X-Men. If you get every actor back, there's a solid 15 X-Men mutants who are actually popular and known. You could do it.
If they somehow got that done without anybody finding out, then kudos to them because that would be a king's heist. It'd be a king's.
Who
race.
knew Wesley Snipes' Blade was in that Deadpool movie?
In fact, I don't think that's as big as assembling the entire X-Men cast and only really talking about Patrick, Ian, and James Marsden.
Didn't they film a secret scene in Australia? Remember that? That was a report that they were in Australia for 3 days. And then I checked to see where was Jonathan Majors, and he was at some award show. I remember that 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if they did that, then that's cool. But as far as we know, there were some holes in that roster, right?
Yeah.
There is.
It's all right, but Gore being played by Bale was wasted.
Yeah, it was. It sure was. I mean, it's okay. You don't have to say it was all right. We're in a safe place.
Secret Invasion could have been something great. If they are doing that, I'd rather them have done Avengers vs. X-Men versus Eternals. Isn't that up? Though, that's that might happen.
The Eternals fight is kind of like the pretense to the X-Men versus Avengers, right? Or maybe I'm doing that out of order.
Avenger X-Men was in 2012. The Eternals one happened 3 years ago.
Way long ago. Yeah, you're right. Erroneous connection.
Okay. I mean, I've been seeing casual coming back into Marvel on my For You page on TikTok, and the people I've seen loving Marvel Zombies, so I think Marvel knows what they're doing. Oh, thank you, Anonymous 2K, 2X.
Okay, cool. Oh, the people loving Marvel Zombies? Great.
According to Anonymous at 2X. But
sure.
That's nice to hear that you found the group of people who enjoy something that you enjoy. You should always surround yourself with people who are liking what you like and getting that experience. There's a niche for everybody. Some people like Avatar but not Korra. I seem to like both, and I can kind of tell which Avatar channels right now, as I'm in my Avatar binge mode, which ones are the pro Korra channels, and I lean towards them. We need the X-Men, but we are getting Kamala Khan, man. It's just some BS. She's an X-Men. Read a comic book, okay?
Yikes.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
that,
Oh, go ahead. Go.
it's just something that they've been forcing in, and I feel like that is why she's been put in comic books associated with the X-Men. It's so that Kevin Feige can say, it's in the comics. Read it and weep. It's pre-reactionary.
What's up, Pantheonis?
Hey.
I think they are if they don't have a full X-Men cast, then they'll just kind of supplement, right? Because was Hugh Jackman one of the names that was named? Was he?
No.
I didn't think so. I didn't think him or Ryan Reynolds were supposed to be in this movie.
Maybe they were filming him in Australia. He's Australian.
Could be, man. Right now, as it stands today, they're going into Avengers and X-Men with a light deck. Maybe not on the Avengers side because they plan on bringing all those guys back, and then you'll have, Robert Downey being Doom. But that was another thing. So apparently, the Robert Downey being Doom thing is just for shits and giggles. It doesn't really mean anything. Apparently, that's something floating around. Like it may be that's not an actual. He's not a variant. He just happens to look like our Tony Stark.
We'll see what happens.
They said that it's not a variant. I know Chill is under the impression that it is a variant. The Russos have said early on. All the scoopers have corroborated that and said, no, it's Doom. He is Doom. There is no variant. There is no backstory. He's just Doom and he looks like Tony.
We just gonna walk. Do you remember when people used to be like, so you're just gonna have another actor play T'Challa and act like nothing happened? Dog, they took Tony fucking Stark and made him Dr. Doom. And they ain't about to say shit. They just gonna walk in a room and let your mind wrap around it slowly.
Wait for it to happen first.
That's what they're running with, though. They're running with that. They want that to be the, with the with the whole thing that they are connecting this heavily to Endgame and connecting this heavily to Infinity War, and you got Steve coming back. You got all these connections to the original Infinity Saga. Of course, they're going to play on that. They're going to use that as part of the storyline. Oh, he looks like Tony. The heroes are going to be conflicted because he looks like Tony. I think that's one of the things that they said early on that he's going to use against the Avengers to get them to help them because, hey, I look like your fallen hero. Blah, 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 blah. I need your help in his manipulation plan or whatever. So hope they can pull it all off. Don't really know what they're doing, but we'll see.
It's just like... But why? Why wouldn't we use that in some way? I liked it a little bit better when they were saying that, oh, well, something slightly happened different in Doom's universe that made him not be Tony and ended up being Doom. I mean, it's a little convoluted, but at least it makes sense why he looks like the guy, right? I don't know. Y'all already know what I think about the movie itself. I think we're headed for a surprise with Doomsday, but we'll see.
We got Jonathan Majors back. It said, we got Jonathan Majors back as Kang too.
Yeah. They said that Wesley Snipes is in Doomsday, according to Daniel RPK. So, like you said earlier, if they have, which has been reported that they have managed to somehow film scenes with stars that were not announced in the chairs. If they have managed to pull that off somehow, it's beyond me how they've done that. But if they've done that, good job. Good job. If you film somewhere, maybe these scenes were filmed. I don't know how. I mean, for the short amount of time that they were at Windsor Castle, I don't know that you can pull in that mini ensemble. I mean, because Hollywood Reporter early on reported 60+ cast for Doomsday. So you're pulling in all the people that weren't announced in the chairs to go to Windsor, and you guys are filming secret scenes and shit. Because that's the only time the cameras outside of the cameras for Doomsday were not allowed to peek shit out. So I don't know. We'll see. They say Halle filmed scenes, but I don't believe that. But they say she did.
Yeah. I also, it's like think about all the information that we get about ongoing contract negotiations throughout the year, right? Like you get all type of, they're talking to this person, they're talking to that person. It's never really radio silent. So the fact that all the way up until the point where they started filming, it seems like it's kind of been a lid after they announced the chairs thing. There hasn't really been any other big breaking news. And so if you were getting a Hugh Jackman, if you were getting a Halle Berry, it feels like it would be hard to hide those names. Like there would be too much smoke around the fire. People was already speculating on them being in the movie, and we're literally looking at Halle Berry on vacation while they filming Doomsday for the most part. Now, again, you had the secret shoot in Australia, right? Maybe that was her opportunity. But again, until proven otherwise, it doesn't seem like that's where that was going. So
this is also why I said early on that they were going to do that trailer in a couple months. I knew that trailer was going to drop a year before the film, because why the hell wouldn't it? You don't have any excitement for this movie.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what else are we waiting on?
You have zero excitement for this movie, so you better put something out to get some excitement fast. So I think they're probably, I don't know when Avatar Fire and Ash drops in theaters. What is that, December, whatever? So it'll be around the holiday season. It'll get people talking. People are gonna go see Avatar. So it'll give, So we'll see. But I don't know. So that's my question. What do you expect? What are things that you are expecting to see in this trailer, or things that you are wanting to see in this trailer that you feel they need to,
Captain America.
Heavy Doom. Screw Captain America. As long as you know that Chris Evans' Cap is going to be in the movie, that's enough. You need to be heavy on the Doom, because you haven't showed the man doing anything to this point, and he's going to be leading the movie. The trailer should be heavy Doom. I don't care if you're light on the concepts and plot. I don't care if you're light on, what the driving force of the film is. You need to have Robert Downey Jr. front and center. And it's unfortunate, because we're probably going to be playing the Pedro Pascal game. I picked a character that wears a helmet, but I don't want to wear the fucking helmet because it covers my face. It's like, well, why did you take the goddamn job? It's got to be heavy Doom, because we just don't have a jumping off point for this character. Why are we fearing him again? Why? Like, why? What's the fear factor? You have to establish some jeopardy. You got to establish some angst of some sort. We've seen the back of this man's head. We don't even know if that was Robert Downey Jr. Probably wasn't his. Probably wasn't him. So that's what I would say.
Yeah. I would think. I don't know. I know they don't want to give things away. They don't want to do the whole multiverse of madness where half the damn movie is shown in trailers. But you definitely need to. It needs to be something that gets people talking, and not just talking for that evening. Not just talking for that evening that we saw the trailer. I'm talking like you need to get back to that old Marvel hype where people are, making 3, 4, 5 theory crafting videos about it, where people are emergency live streams. Did you see the Doomsday trailer? Now then you can ask those questions. Is Marvel, are we back, baby? All that kind of shit. If you don't have that hype, because there's no hype right now. I don't care what anybody says. And, even like you guys were talking about earlier, the picture, Infinity War, that would have been something. That would have been something people were doing streams over. Like, let's chat. Let's see if we can find what's going on. Nobody was talking about that damn picture.
Oh, nobody give a shit. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. We are not in that era of where's Waldo with Avengers. Yeah. We're just not.
Yeah,
we're not. So they better figure it out. I mean, I think they will. Again, once the trailer drops, hopefully for their sake, once that trailer drops, and I don't just say for their sake, I want the movie to be good too. So hopefully when they drop that trailer, something to talk about. We'll see. They also saying, Ghost Rider's in it and all these other people. So for these people to be in it and they're done filming, these people would have had filmed by now.
Already filmed, right? Like, unless they're doing the Marvel thing where they're filling in gaps as they go. Like, oh yeah, we're done filming, but now we're in post-production, which sometimes for them means filling in gaps in the film that weren't already established, and it makes the film feel choppy. That's how I think Captain America ended up looking the way it did.
Oh yeah,
you just used a select term. You said you said in the film. You said the film in the film. What about the theory that there are multiple films more than just Doomsday being filmed? Huh? What about the Russos each get one movie, and the surprise is there's going to be an Avengers versus X-Men and a Doomsday?
That I think that would knock people's socks off. But then again, are we doing the real X? Are we having a full X-Men team? Do we got Jean? Do we have Scott? Do we have Wolverine?
No.
You know?
No. Oh wait, are you talking about for Doomsday?
No. For X-Men v
in Marvel.
Yeah, no.
Or you talking about X-Men versus
because
Avengers?
it seems like for X-Men versus Avengers, they're going to be using the Fox X-Men, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if we're using the Fox X-Men, we got 2 geriatrics. We got James Marsden. He's great. He was awesome in Paradise. But is he going to carry it if Hugh Jackman's not there? I don't think they asked the chick who played Jean Grey back. So what are we doing? What kind of Avengers versus X-Men fight is that?
Yeah,
you
that's
think
what I'm saying.
Nightcrawler gonna get in that ass, huh? Nightcrawler gonna do some shit. He gonna
even after the merchandise that dropped that the crew got, that's what we were all asking. Like, were we so? I know that our last Thursday stream, our energy was low, but as I said to these guys backstage, you guys don't hear that stuff obviously, but backstage, what are we gonna do? Get up here and fake being excited about the merchandise? That I wasn't about to get up here and fake, be like, oh yay, that roster, let's talk about it. Like, no, like what? So I can't get up here and be like, oh, fake some shit. I if that is the roster, the for sure roster for the entire 2-hour film, well, okay.
Did you feel me? I'm looking at it like, look, okay. I think there's potential in the concept, if I'm being fair. I think the fact that they are going in the direction of another age-old comic book arc is also positive, right? Because of the people involved. What's not positive is that there's zero momentum. It feels like this film is going to be starting from the ground up. And I don't know how much faith I can put in how true to the letter, true to the story they will stay, because they just haven't at all, ever, really. Even when it was successful, they weren't saying true blue to the story, right? So is my level of excitement just for off of name recognition only? Like they're going to slap Avengers versus X-Men over the Doomsday title like they did with Thunderbolts, and it'll actually get me this time? I don't know. I don't think that's how it works. Or if there's a secret second movie that's coming out, and then okay, that may work, but it also may not, because who's in it?
Who? So Lawrence says everyone on the X-Men's a senior citizen. Please remember this, because these guys were casted in the 2000s. Remember this the next time I say, oh, that actor's too old to play this role, because you're expected to play the role for 2 more decades, and they will one day be the subject to Lawrence's comments about it's a senior citizen. When I say that, okay, that actress can't be Storm, and then you guys go, not you guys, not whoever it is, but we'll say Black Don't Crack. What are you talking about? That you definitely can play Storm. No, one day this actress will be in her 60s. So
that was like what 22 years ago that first X-Men movie came out. Like they had a good run, but the fact that they're still
the run isn't over.
They're still milking it. Like, yo,
their run is over. They're just getting a final hoorah because Kevin Feige has a connection to them. But if this was anybody other than Kevin Feige, their run would have been.
I think you guys are open to the word "run" in a way that I'm not. They're still being cast to play those mutants who they were cast back then. That's what I mean. Of course, there's not a movie titled X-Men with them as the leads, but the fact that they're still in it, that's what I'm referring to.
What you're saying. I hate when you do that. You think just because we don't jump on what you're saying that we don't give it. I get what you're saying. No,
you totally misinterpreted. You said their run isn't over. That's not what I meant by run.
I didn't misinterpret it. I know what you said. You were saying that their run isn't over because they're still getting cast as the X-Men, correct?
Yeah. And then you said that their run is over.
I'm saying yes, their run is it's still over. They're only getting casted in this movie as the X-Men because of Kevin Feige's connection to them.
And I said that we differ on the way that we're using the word run. That's all.
Okay, so I'm just gonna cut in here, and the fact that they're even in this movie, it should trouble, right? If we're going for an Avengers versus X-Men arc, who are the two strongest mutants that we've heard announced are going to be in this movie? It's Magneto and Xavier. What is it even a fucking fight if we don't got Jean Grey? There's not going to be a Quentin Inquirer. Legion's not going to be there, right? We're not. Xandra Nova got killed in Deadpool. So the two most powerful mutants, right? It's one thing if you can push these guys to the back in a battle royale movie. It's something different if it's Avengers versus X-Men. What is Magneto going to be doing? So like now I'm asking questions that are going to play through on the screen. Is it going to be straight CGI for Ian McKellen the entire time? How could it not be? How could it not be? Right? Like these are practical things you got to start putting into play when you go with the old trusty Dusty, because them guys are long in the tooth and they're gentle. And you just broke fucking Harrison Ford's shoulder. Okay. I don't know. I just don't know if this mix is as perfect as they think it is. You know, there's a lot of room for error here.
Yeah, I mean, also we're gonna have a heavy on the stunt double, heavy on the CGI, heavy on the spectacle. I assume on the X-Men's part, and the only reason I say that is because from what we've heard from Scoopers is this X-Men universe is supposed to be the perfect X-Men universe. I mean, and when I say that, I mean I believe the Avengers are in their universe. I believe it's a Utopia universe for them. I believe from what they've said, Magneto is King of Krakoa, or not Krakoa, Genosha. And he's got Polaris, Wanda, and Pietro there with him on Genosha. So if we're doing all that, because from my understanding, also what the Scooper said, that's why they went to Windsor Castle. That castle is supposed to be Magneto's castle. So if we're going to that great extent with them, I would assume we're going to have some spectacle, with Magneto and his metal and Wanda and her stuff, Polaris, Pietro. I mean, taking it back to what Alan Cummings said, at one point I asked myself, who am I hitting here? And they're like, oh, well, you're hitting Pedro Pascal, which goes back to the original leak that Alex over at the Cosmic Circus had, when he was like, oh, well, there's a big battle that's going to ensue between the X-Men and the Avengers. Well, Alan Cummings gave that away because we know that the Avengers go to Earth 838 to either they go to 838. Well, they definitely go to 838. I don't know if Reed reaches out to them first or they reach out to Reed or however that fucking works. They get to 838. From 838, they travel with the Fantastic Four to wherever the fucking X-Men are. I think it's the same universe that Monica is in. And then that fight happens. And then somehow they all come to the realization, oh, we've been bamboozled by this Dr. Doom person. And then that's just the story right now. Grain of salt. That's just what's out there. That's just what's out there.
So Doom show up and be like, hey, cross this universe and go whoop their ass. And they all just kind of mob up and do that until they be like, wait, Doom told you to fight me too? And then they gonna be like, Spider-Man meme. And then they gonna fight Doom? Is that how it's all gonna come together?
Basically is what it's sounding like.
Man, that sounds like a fucking Billy. That sounds like a Billy, right? Billy, dog, give me 6 tickets.
Why do you think? Okay, now let me say this better then. People are going to support the movie and give it $1 billion before we find out it's good, before the rewatches start. The way that Infinity War and Endgame crossed $1 billion, I think in the second weekend
or Endgame. We're not in the same time. This is not the same build. It's not the same.
Those hit $2 billion. But those hit $2 billion. So the point is just like it's an automatic $1 billion winner no matter what. The quality of the movie determines whether or not it reaches $2 billion, or like the rewatches, whether was it good, or the buzz around it. That's like, okay, will it do $2 billion?
Everything about the last 2 years of their performance tells you that's incorrect, but we'll just look it in the face and say it's not because of Infinity War and Endgame. And I get that.
We'll look in the face and say it's not because those are not Avengers movies.
It was a special moment in our cinema viewing history, but you can't allow a past success to determine what is possible for you. All current data be damned. All current data be damned. Okay. they are not winning the box office.
Okay.
They're not getting the return today, and the level of anticipation for the product that was in 2018 is nowhere near what it is today. It is almost a complete inverse.
Anyone
So
remember
just
how?
to expect them to walk into a Billy, I feel like is a bit of a reach.
Yeah, use
Interesting.
Avengers movies to weigh against Avengers movies. In the last 5 years, 6 years, we have not had an Avengers movie. Comparing Eternals, Fantastic Four, First Steps, Thunderbolts, all the things that are not Avengers is an unfair comparison.
I'm going to slightly change your focus. It's not that for the past 6 years. It's not just that for the past 6 years we haven't had an Avengers movie. We could not have an Avengers movie with the current cast of heroes that they are rolling out. It was an impossibility for them to roll out an Avengers movie until they brought back Chris Evans, until they brought back Robert Downey Jr. as Doom, until they brought in the Fox X-Men, until they brought in every single superstar that they could, every single hero that they could off of their current roster and then match them in with all of our age-old favorites. It wasn't until we reached that point that they were even able to give us an Avengers film.
Day 8, this thing hits worldwide. This thing hits $1 billion. Day 8, Marcus.
Okay.
Day 8, maybe 9.
I'm more confident in what you showed me lately versus what you've done in your past. And that's just I got to stick there until something changes.
Well, Darius, what day does this thing hit $1 billion?
Depending on that first trailer, I agree with your day 8. I still think it hits a bill.
Hey, chat, what day does this thing hit $1 billion?
Oh man,
put your numbers in.
I'm still waiting on.
I think the cast
to hit that bill.
The cast is crazy and everything. Like, well, we all knew that was not happening. I think the cast and everything.
Did we all know that?
I said that shit
know
wasn't
that, Darius?
He
really?
was the only one. He was the only one.
I don't think we all knew that. Now, see, that sounds reasonable. Like, if it's gonna hit $1 billion, at least make it wait a month. Y'all saying the first week of this film, fam? Where has that Marvel audience been? Where have they been? Must have been waiting on this film. They was waiting.
They have been. Everybody's been like, "Hey, I'm going for the Avengers stuff. It's the other shit I don't."
Okay, right, for sure.
I'm telling you, just wait. I think that shit still hits a bill.
I know I've been apathetic about this stuff for the last 3 years, but as soon as y'all roll out Avengers, I'll be back.
Yeah, they are. They'll be there for the.
Hey man, I hope for the studio's sake that y'all are right. I hope so, because it sure seems to be what they're betting on is that they'll be able to win everybody back in the instance and have a genre industry changing kind of film, and I feel like that's lofty. I feel like it's lofty.
I saw this picture just now, and it's got nothing to do with anything, but I wanted to share it. I think the internet would have exploded if the 1993 celebrity
that's fucking great
celebrity dunk contest featured the two nerds,
Urkel and Alphonse, Jaleel White and Alphonse.
He did the Jennifer Hudson show again, but he danced the tunnel, and he didn't do his traditional dance that we expect him to do with Carlton.
Because he doesn't want to.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave him the fuck alone about that.
Or you can do the shit. You are Carlton forever, Carlton. Do the dance. Do the thing.
Somebody give him a role, like a different role. Somebody like give him a significant.
He's on America's Funniest Home Videos. He's a good host.
If that's significant, then fine. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's something.
He's dutifully employed on television. I would say that's significant. Yeah. He's like, there's levels to this shit.
What y'all say about the whole Cardi Nicki stuff?
Oh man, go ahead, go off, Darius. Go ahead. Tell us.
I don't think everybody. I don't think I'm going to have the opinion that everybody thinks I'm going to have. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Again, Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap, and that is undisputed. That's undeniable. She is Nicki the Barbie, Nicki the Ninja, Nicki the Happy Juke Barbie. I mean, Roman Zawinski. I mean, she's Nicki. But At the end of the day, she is Nicki in that studio. Whenever she gets on Twitter and gets her Twitter the fingers to going and shit like that, and she's on that insane shit, because this is insane. She's still going. She's still going. Today she was still going. It's insane. And it's insane because you've brought the kids in it. Now, when they were going back and forth, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Barney, all that shit, that was, comedy, entertainment for us back and forth. Still crazy, but, at the same time, it's not crazy because this happens in rap now. You got social media, people are beefing online, especially the female rappers. However, when she got on Cardi for calling black women monkeys and roaches, but then proceeded to call her children monkeys and roaches, that's where you lost me. And that's where I agreed with Cardi on the fact of, okay, no, see, this is beyond Twitter. Now I have to see you, because now you're speaking on my children. And this is beyond rap. This is beyond Twitter. This is beyond entertainment. This is beyond whatever the fuck I said, Ice Spice, Lotto, and they gang. You called my daughter a monkey and a roach. Bitch, when I see you, bro, all bets would be off if I'm Cardi, because I agree with Cardi on that. You're not going to bring my child up more than once and call her a fucking monkey and a roach, then say that I'm pregnant with another one to add to the litter of monkey and roaches.
Her name is Barney B, Darius. Call her by her name.
It is getting kind of out of hand. It's getting out of hand. We did talk about the monkeys and roaches comments, which everybody's black until it's time to insult someone. It's a great time to see true colors there. And then also we talked about the men insults. That's been the most interesting thing to me, is them trying to attack each other over their ain't shit men's, right? Like, oh, your man wanted to fuck Ice Spice, and then she like, oh, well, your man touched kids. And he's like, well, your man touched boys after the ball game. You know what I'm saying? It's just going. It's going. It's going. But it's like, I don't think anybody's
stop.
winning.
Nicki has shit. Nicki doesn't have it. If you're now, when you comment on the Black Panther stuff, I attribute that to you being a secret op for Disney. But when you comment on stuff like Nicki Minaj, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about there, buddy. Nicki has zero to be bitter about. Bitter for what? What was she bitter from? Who? Bitter from who? She's at the top of the game. Who the fuck? This is Cardi's sophomore album.
Which
this is Cardi's sophomore album.
Which is nuts. Which is insane, because she's been out for almost a decade.
Right. So what is it that Nicki's bitter about? She's bitter with Remy? No. Bitter with Foxy? No. Meg?
Can I play devil's advocate for a second?
Ahead.
Nicki, as all of us can see, wants to be exalted. She wants the Jay-Z treatment.
Want that.
From a female rapper perspective. The only one that's giving her that is JT. Everybody else won't fall in line. So maybe that's what she's upset about. Like, everybody won't just line up and kiss her ass, because there is a little bit of that in Nicki.
She definitely wants that. I definitely agree with the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne went in on her for real. Not only just giving her the donkey of the day, but before he gave her the donkey of the day, what they were collected, because they read the tweet that she said about them. What they collectively had to say about her, Charlamagne ate her up. And I mean, I agreed with him. At some point, and again, I love Nicki. When it comes to the studio, when it comes to music, to me, she's still undisputed. But when you step outside that studio, there's something up here wrong. There's something up here wrong, because you are going after everyone. Now, I get this. I get the shit with Tidal. I get the shit with Jay-Z. I get the shit, man. If Jay-Z owes you money and all that kind of shit, I get that.
Bet me $1 right now, Tina. My bad.
Going after Cardi, and then Cardi going after Ice Spice in that recorded audio. Whoever the fuck recorded that, not just Ice Spice, going after Lotto. She went after Meg.
Really? This is happening there too?
And then
the Royal Rumble women rappers.
And then she said, though, the whole thing that she put the last comment that she made, the long paragraph that Barney B made to Nicki. At the bottom of that, she said, "I'm not going to lose my endorsements or my career over going back and forth with you, but I'll see you when I see you." So did you not just contradict what you said? Because if I see you when I see you, that means we all know what that means. So are you then going to jeopardize your career and endorsements? Now, again, you said something about my children. At that point, fuck the career and the endorse. For me personally, that would just be me. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to be Cardi B. I'm still going to be able to make music. If I whoop your ass, it's just a plus. But you're not going to speak on my children in front of millions of people on Twitter calling my daughter a roach, calling my daughter a monkey, saying that the kid I'm pregnant with is a roach and monkey. And then you're still going after I said my piece. Yes, you're still going? No.
Isn't
Let us
the worst
not
thing
all
that was
forget.
said? The worst thing that was said was like your kid is mute and doesn't speak because of the drugs you were doing when you were pregnant.
Damn.
Yes.
That was the worst
Jesus.
thing.
It was funny when she told her, you know, damn, bitch, you still talking about me? It's your kid's birthday. Go to Chuck E. Cheese. Now that shit was funny. Some of the back and forth stuff was funny.
She posted Cardi speaking at the DNC a few years ago, and she was like, Trump said like SHRUMP. She was like, Trump said ass bitch. That was funny.
So at the end of the day, I'm not saying I'm on anybody's side, because I think the whole fight, especially when you brought in the kids, is ridiculous. But at the end of the day, I'm still a Barb. I am still Team Nicki. I am still Team Onika
There
Mirage.
wasn't a question in my mind.
That does not change.
Damn. No matter what, huh? Ride or die, Barb. I don't care if you call a kid a monkey. You still my queen.
Hey,
you
man.
Still my queen.
Like I said, in
Barb.
that studio, she is still Nicki. She is still going to drop. That's why I wish she would just hurry up and. Why do we have to wait till March? I don't know. With everything that's going on now, I thought somebody would have in her, but nobody in her team can tell Nicki shit but Nicki. But I think somebody in her team should have said, "Hey, drop that shit now. Now is the time to not the album. Drop the track. Drop because she said the track was called Straw That Broke the Camel's Back. Drop that, because that's apparently dressing Jay-Z and Cardi. Drop that shit. Drop it."
What the fam? Who's waiting for? Okay, you know
I
what?
am.
Cool.
I'm waiting.
Bet. All right.
Because you don't think that she's about to go in on that shit?
On Jay-Z? No, I don't think she would dare.
She's been calling Jay-Z out though. What's stopping her from going in on Jay-Z?
I don't think she's going to put it in a track. Let me.
But why would you think she's not gonna put it in a track?
Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap, right? That's the
Undisputed.
premise we're working on.
Not a premise, but undisputed.
Cool. All right, whatever. if that's where we're at, if the queen of rap addresses you in a song, what do you have to do if you Jay-Z?
Oh, he's not gonna respond.
Oh, stop. You think he's gonna let her put out an album,
man,
off the back of her dissing him and remain silent?
Yeah.
When did the Carters speak up on anything?
Well, when Piers Morgan says something and they tell their lawyer to make him apologize.
Yeah, Jay-Z a clapback boy. Jay-Z a clapback.
If he does clap back,
I don't think that's the beef that she wants. I know that's not the beef that she wants.
Jay-Z's
she's for a long time boasted about being able to rap on tracks with females with other males and dominate those features and this, that, and the third. It's a whole nother animal when we, you know what I'm saying, head to head, and you didn't just shot at the god level, a legendary level.
Man,
MC.
Now listen.
This ain't you shooting shots at Kanye or Drake. You did the creme de la creme, final boss.
Level we put Mr. Carter on. Sometimes I wonder, because we put I'm just saying, I've never in my life. Now, don't get me wrong. Niggas in Paris, great song. Holy Grail, great music. I mean, Jay-Z's got some 99. Jay-Z's got some.
Hey, Darius, watch what you're about to say.
I have never in my life been in a car and somebody say, "Pass me that office." Put on that.
Get him out of here.
I've never heard it.
Get him out of here.
I've never heard
Get him out of here.
I've never heard it.
Get him out of here. Get him the fuck out of here. Get him out of here. He's delirious. I'm not accepting this propaganda on this stream. Absolutely not.
Heard it. Never been in the car and heard it.
You've never been in the car and heard Jay-Z. You never been riding in the car.
Jay-Z. Of course. I've never been in the car and somebody say, "Pass me the ox, let's put on this hove." I've never been in that situation.
Stop with this nonsense. So nobody you ever was riding with ever wanted to play Jay-Z in the car? I feel like that's horse shit, Darius. Bullshit. But they wanted to listen to some Nicki Minaj. They said, "Pass me the ox so I can be a Harajuku Barbie."
No.
Full of it. You full of shit. You full of shit.
Listen, if you think that Nicki Minaj, you have to give me facts. You have to give me some stats that show me that Nicki Minaj is not the undisputed queen of rap. Please,
she can be the queen of rap. This ain't got nothing to do with being.
I'm asking Raymond. I'm asking
versus Jay-Z.
I'm asking Raymond.
He ain't got shit to do with being the queen of rap.
He said that Darius, I'm sorry, we can't trust your taste in music when you think that Nicki is the go-to female. Please give me something that shows she's. You do realize even when they were on Motorsport with Cardi, she changed her verse to appease Cardi. She changed her whole verse to appease Cardi, and still ate the bitch up. What she say? Bitch, you and my son go and sit on the potty. What? So we could go there. You want to go to Remy Ma when she ate Remy Ma up? You want to start there, or let's go when she brought Kim out of retirement just to send the bitch back to retirement.
Well, Remy Ma won her scuffle with because there was no real response after Sheether. So it's like,
I think Nicki stopped because it was like she really got her with what's the one with No Frauds. Her verse on Remy and No Frauds. What? I mean, Remy came back with that one's like
so
have it.
I'm about to be your advocate for a second because now I got to go back towards Cardi B for a second. I feel like this is the general consensus that like, oh, Cardi B, wow, she gonna fuck around, she gonna swing on some shit. Do y'all remember what the last time Cardi B actually fought? Not screaming and yelling in the airport where shit gonna get broke up. Not in public places throwing pins at reporters and shit. Do y'all remember what happened the last time that Cardi B got into a physical altercation with a person in public? Y'all remember what happened, right? Anybody remember?
This was what, the reunion show?
No. Well, okay, I guess that counts, but that's not the last time I'm talking about. I'm talking about where she was at that party where Nicki and Ra Ali was there, and she ran into Ra Ali.
Oh no, not the Met Gala one. Not the one where she got the knot on the head.
Where she got that bing bop boom. Got that bing bop boom 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 bop bam. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, when I see you, all that shit sound good. What if she got right with her again? Then what? Because that's all it took to send you back the other way before. I don't think it's gonna be too hard the second time around. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but I just remember that big ass titty on her head.
Oh yeah.
after
Cardi,
after the run in with Riley.
That was at the Met Gala.
Okay,
that was
cool.
at the Met Gala, and
cool.
that was that fight then. That was between her, Nicki, and the other one. For sure.
Riley.
Someone said Chill dropped out. I was getting food.
Yeah, so yeah. No. Like I said, and that's fine, Raymond. You don't have to see Nicki as a great artist. That's fine. But she's even when Charlemagne was reading her, and he definitely read that bitch this morning. Even when he was reading her, he even said, Nicki, you are the standard. You are the pink print. You're an icon. She is, regardless of your personal feelings toward her antics outside of the studio. She's a fucking icon.
Her run is over.
She's what?
Her run is over.
You can't leave, come back in with some bullshit talking about her run is over.
Well,
how was her run over?
If we being fair, right? She may be the queen in when we're just basing body of work, right? That's fair.
Yes, that's all that matters, though.
Well, not completely, right? Because if we look at it today, like who's getting spun, like you said, you just said it, right? Who's getting the auctions? Like put on that Nicki, right? Who going to the club listening to Nicki Minaj?
That I can tell you.
Rolling around on the radio listening to Nicki Minaj.
Nicki hasn't given anything real.
They listening to Glow. They're listening to Lotto. They listening to Dolce. They listening.
But this is also because Nicki has not dropped anything.
Meg.
Nicki hasn't had no feat. She's not been in any features. She's been in the studio. She's giving you when she's dropping her album. She's been in the studio. I didn't hear nobody saying this shit when Cardi's been absent for years.
You heard me saying it. No, you heard me saying it. I've
Cardi's
been on her ass for 8 years.
years. Been
Yeah, for sure.
years. Now, I'm glad her album's doing good because I like Cardi. I don't dislike Cardi. I like Cardi a lot.
Has somebody taken over our account? What is going on with this Pantheon has received payola from Rock Nation? What is going on?
Yeah, no. She's I haven't listened to JT's dish yet. I haven't listened to it yet.
Desiree Perez.
I haven't listened to it yet, but Nicki's the queen. Nicki is the queen. She's going to remain the queen.
Yeah, sure.
Even when it's all said and done, even once all this rap beef and all that stuff is done, when Nicki's older and they're doing an induction into the hall of whatever, and they do that big award show that's honoring her, it's going to be honoring her as one of the greatest female, if not the greatest female rapper of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, somebody I'm sure she's no Michael Jackson. Somebody will probably come and be better. But as it stands right now, untouchable. I know everybody wanted it to be Cardi. Everybody wanted it to be Cardi so desperately. They wanted Cardi to come in and dethrone her. But I mean, your supposed queen just gave you her second album after 16 years? And then she made the comment. What she say? Then what she say? You were in. I was in high school when you came out. Something, but you need to be competing with your own peers, Taylor Swift, Rihanna, Drake. And why would she compete with Drake? Why would she compete with Taylor Swift or Rihanna and any of them? When you, Cardi, are the one that started this from the you take it way back to that time, way back to what was that, 2015, 2014? You were the one that started this. You started this whole beat, this whole fight. So now that Nicki's again still knocking on that door. Yeah, I like I said, I like them both. I think the beef with bringing the children in.
You sure?
I do. I like Cardi. I fuck with Cardi. I like Cardi a lot. I do.
Hey.
She's just not me.
Hey, when Darius like you better just make sure that you also like Nicki Minaj, because that may not mean shit. That like you might not mean shit.
Let's go with Super.
That I will retire with the ring and I will retire with the crown. Yes, no, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed.
Yes.
For the heavyweight champ. We're gonna do it all alone. Come on, Darius. Young Money raised me. Do it found days me. Southside Jamaica, Queens in it days me.
But I'm still hood Hollywood. Couldn't change me. Shout out to my haters. Sorry that you couldn't phase me.
This beef sale already. Get in the booth or shut up. You know what?
Somebody. Go ahead.
They are selling streams. They are making their new music that is current. They're making that more streamed. So
those who have current music, at least.
Yeah, that's probably, they both know that's what they're doing with this. They're using each other. I hope it was all coordinated and they're like, you say this about my kids and you say this about. I hope. I mean, I would wish. Everything is fake. Everything's pro wrestling to me, but it doesn't seem like it. But yeah, just they don't need to get in the booth. They have music.
I think they definitely need to get in the booth. I think it needs to be one of them things like, you should have went to the booth that night while everything was hot and fresh on your mind when you had anger. Yeah, I'm sure they both got booths in their house.
The keg, y'all.
I'd have jumped in that booth and been like, oh yeah, I got some shit to get off my chest. There you go.
He been hitting.
Release that shit the same night. Do it the same way Drake and Kendrick was doing it. Them was coming out the same fucking day. Sometimes 2 a day.
I don't think she got it like that, Darius. Like, who do you think she gonna be in a Drake Kendrick beef? You think she gonna be Kendrick?
Drake wasn't Drake. He had ghostwriters. She can do the same.
She up to against Cardi, she's Kendrick.
Okay.
Against Cardi, she's Kendrick.
Okay.
Even her tweets to Cardi were like, what's that one she put? Hold on. I retweeted that one. What's that one she put? She said, I said, all hail the motherfucking queen. What did she say? She said, got sunned on Sun's Day, and it's Sunday. Bitch the ninja who won it with the sensei. Retire someday, only if my son say 32726. That's my fun day.
Now if they had music.
Just wait till that album drop. Boy, she said 32726. That's my fun day. The queen.
Another super chat.
Style with the fresh type of flow. Miss Icicle,
Could be the music video to that song to the verse you just gave. That could be the. That's my fun day.
Funny enough, that was a Jay-Z song that they were doing on Austin Powers.
See, that's a hard line for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, she. I'm interested to see if she really does say something to Jay though, and if he says something back.
She knows better.
But she's been calling that man out on Twitter.
Yeah, right. And then most people just chalked it up to her coke rants. She say anything on Twitter.
Hey.
Tell her get off that booger sugar first she dropped the album so she can do some press.
Cardi
No,
got
it's
it with
not.
that, too.
This does not count as payola, Lawrence. Hey.
Nah. We appreciate it though, Lawrence.
Very much. So.
Lawrence said some shit. Do you guys remember? He was like, I watch on all 3 streams so that each get the watch time.
I appreciate that. Sure.
We need all you guys in the chat right.
Sorry. She's not wrong there. She hasn't
had a good album since Pink Print. I mean,
no. But she has the features. That's my thing with Nicki. It's like, don't get me wrong. I'm not the biggest. The Pink Print was great, but those other like Pink. What was it? Pink Print Reloaded or whatever. Her features, though, that's where I think she shines the best. Her features are unmatched. Some of her features are great, like just great, especially those early days, like when she was on everybody's shit, like when Lil Freak came out at the same time as My Chick Bad. Like you can't say she didn't eat those. She didn't eat those.
You hanging on to Nicki Minaj early 2000 verses,
I can give you some others. I can give you some others.
Endgame and Infinity War for this phase of the MCU. Yo, both clinging on to that nostalgia, boy. Let that shit go. Let it go.
I can give you some others. They're gonna honor her. They'll honor her. Tina, watch. I can give you some others. Some other stuff that she's done. There was, again. Let's see. Chun-Li, when she had that album, that album was okay. That album was all right. Chun-Li was great. I like Chun-Li. It was a good song. She hasn't had like a big spark in a minute, but it's coming. Hopefully with this album, it's coming. But you know what? That's fine because it ain't like Cardi has either. So hey, we in the same boat. As long as Cardi ain't eating more, then I'm fine. Not to say I don't like Cardi, because I do.
Man, listen to him.
I do.
Listen to the soft hate, but I like her though. I don't want her to succeed too much, but I like her. She can only succeed up until a point, and then she got to come down a bit. But I like her though.
Chun-Li was good. Stop it. Somebody said Chun-Li was not good. Chun-Li was good. But Motorsport, I thought Motorsport honestly put the whole thing to rest. When you put them on the same song together, and it's like, okay, this is your time. This is your chance. Outdo her. And she didn't. That's the only song that we done together, though.
Hey man, listen, I get it. I'm a big Kanye fan. I've had my share of having to eat humble pie with being a fan of him. We just gonna have to coach Darius.
Once you've been a barb, it does not change. That shit don't change.
Once a barb, always a barb, nigga.
That shit don't change. I'm still a Nicki fan, and you think I'm a Nicki fan in 2025 is crazy. Give me 2038. I'm still a Nicki fan. That's gonna be real crazy. I will forever be an Onika fan. Forever.
Will she remove the implants for a new set by 2038?
I don't know about shit that she got going on with her body. That's between her surgeon, and God.
Oh, okay. now you don't know.
I don't know.
She definitely gonna need a new set.
I don't know anything about her body like that. Hey, more power to her. But yeah. I saw people going at her about her, Roman and all that kind of stuff. That's what some people need to stay out the conversation. Roman hasn't been relevant in Nicki's career in I don't know how long. Roman is not even a thing like that no more. She doesn't do that. I saw some people were like, she's doing sound effects or blah, blah, blah. She don't do that shit no more. And when she did do it, it was innovative. Nobody else was doing that shit. Nobody else was doing that shit.
She the first one to do an ad lib.
No.
She the first one to have a sound effect.
Nobody was doing ad libs like that. Having the fucking alter ego Roman coming on the song.
Yeah.
She was the first one on Bedrock. Drake stole her flow bar for bar.
Hey, when Bedrock
they don't have a
came
pointy
out
end
that
on the
summer,
straw.
when Bedrock came out, you can't say she didn't have one of the best verses in that song.
Okay, I get it. Let me guess. I guess it's my turn. Let me put my pussy on your
Sideburns.
He said I'm back.
Hey, and everybody was like, she testing me like button downs on a Friday night. Yeah, everybody was rapping that shit. Everybody was like, yeah, oh yeah, Nicki.
Darius, niggas don't even iron their clothes anymore. It's that outdated that she's talking about pressing a button down on a Friday night. Niggas would not understand what you're talking about. That's archaic language nowadays.
That's a nitpick. We get it. That makes sense.
It is not a nitpick. It happened so long ago. We're referencing Bedrock. That was 2008. That was almost 20 years ago, y'all.
Bedrock was that long ago? Hey, but you know
I thought it was 2010.
It's okay.
But okay. Same era. I got you.
Either way, we're approaching 20 years.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I gotta plug my laptop in before we die here.
Thank you.
I forget me and Cardi are the same age, because when she said you was out when I was in high school, I was like, wait, what? How old are you? Because I was like, she was out when I was in high school. How old are you? And yeah, Cardi is my fucking age. She is my age.
Nicki should have said, so where were you? No. Because you guys remember how Cardi B had that video where she's like, I used to drug men up and I used to like Nicki should have said, where were you then? And that would have been a good clapback. See? Rihanna would have.
Riri.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I don't think either one of these individuals really have the moral high ground. So it's very interesting that they won't just let it go and just go back to living their lives.
Music,
very telling, actually.
But make music. Darius is right. You got to do that now. Like, oh, you guys have this much energy. Oh, some of your tweets are rhyming. Music time. Go.
Yeah, she's definitely not. She's still going. I'll read you what she recently said today, because I don't think Cardi has said anything more after what she posted last night. But let me see. I think World Star posted it.
World Star.
Let me see here.
Damn, I need to visit that website. Like, I don't visit it often, but every time I do, I'm like, oh, I'm happy I was here, and I'll actually see something I care about. Chill with the Tim Hortons dinner. No, Tim Hortons is on the boycott list. Nobody support them.
Tim Hortons. Never had it.
He's a hockey player from like Hamilton, Ontario, but then he just funded like a cafe, and then he made like a bunch of franchises. They're all over here, more than Dunkin' Donuts.
Now, if Nicki was weird again and deleted her tweets, then it won't. Then because I don't know why I can't find it on World Star.
She's sobering up. She came down. She was realizing
her tweets. Her tweets are still up there.
Yeah,
how long ago was it?
Her tweets that she retweeted from other people, but all her ABCD, all that shit, all her replies, all that's gone. She deleted all that.
Ooh, a legal professional, maybe. See, that's the thing that Aubrey doesn't want. Aubrey will say, sorry, let me start this over. I was overthinking it. I thought about something before I said it. So you can mask anything you want in your music. You can't use it. It's not able to be used in court against you. You're good. But not so much a tweet. You can't say, oh, this is my artistic expression. So whatever tweet you were going to do, put it in a song. You're covered. You don't have to worry about deleting your song. But that's not what Aubrey wants. Aubrey wants to hold your rap lyrics to make you accountable for it in court.
It's crazy that shit is still going on. This man has a lawsuit open against the label for for allowing me to get my ass whooped. Like y'all let this man stomp on my grave. I'm suing.
It's about free speech, Marcus.
Sure it is.
Clearly didn't go to Degrassi or a higher form of an educational institution where you could grasp what he was going for.
I can't find it, but she tweeted something else about like dear black women, I promise you, this hoe will never address you guys as monkeys and I was confused by that. I was like, wait a minute,
You just called her children monkeys.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about?
They playing bullshit games. They playing bullshit games.
I can't find it, but yeah, she was like, dear black woman, something. I'm never gonna let this hoe talk to y'all. Respect.
I just know.
Yeah. So yeah. But that's it. That's the Nicki.
Not too many days I was dancing for dollars. Let me see my mama. Red light, green light, stop.
That's a good. To me, that's one of her. It's a good feature from her. I like that feature from her with Maroon 5.
Yeah, do you like that better than SZA Maroon 5? Say, hey now, baby.
Yes, I'd like that way more. Did Maroon 5, are they even still a band? I ain't heard them since that song with
Their run is over.
Yeah,
I used to really fuck with Maroon 5. Misery and
what happened to white folks like that? Where are the white bands?
They making rap music now.
Turn my life into pieces. This is
my last resort.
I missed that.
Someone said.
Elevation.
Someone said that because there's less of a middle class now, they don't have much garages and garage bands aren't forming, and we're losing out on
the garage band.
Yeah, some of those great white artists.
Man, I used to wake up in the morning, get ready for school, hearing when you see my face, hope it gives you hell. I'd be like, brush my teeth. Yeah, I hope it gives you hell.
Somebody once told me the world is going under. What was another?
Christian Harloff was in that music video.
Really?
Yeah, right in the beginning.
Really?
Hey now,
I'll find it. Smash Mouth, right?
Yeah, Smash
Mouth.
Welcome to Luxury Casino, one of Ontario's most trusted.
There you go. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
Here.
I hated it, and I love it.
Oh, I love this movie. I am Pencilhead.
And I am son of Pencilhead.
Hey, where is it?
I haven't seen this in forever.
Got him. That's him right there. That's Harloff.
What the hell?
That's our Christian Harloff, bro.
Yeah, Fallout Boy.
And the Waffler. With my griddle of justice, I bash the enemy in the head,
fucking Dane Cook.
I burn them like so.
That was
Dane Cook.
Christian Harloff. No,
okay, my bad.
That's Christian, bro. That's the Collider guy. The guy who creates content much like us, much more successful.
Damn,
but
that's not Dane Cook.
What's chat saying?
Has Peacemaker aired tonight?
Dog, go back. Show me now. The hell with Peacemaker. Now I thought you were joking me. That's not Dane Cook.
This guy?
All right, state your name and power. I am the Waffler. With my griddle of justice, I bash the enemy in the head.
I am about 90% sure that's fucking like Dane Cook.
I don't think that's
I got
Christian Harloff. Is that him?
I'm gonna go with your 90%. I'm pretty sure I saw Christian Harloff, but if it's not him, it's not him.
Chat, help me out. Maybe I'm having one of those moments, but
I'm looking it up. Dane Cook, Smash Mouth.
You know what you gotta be looking up though?
Well, it's him because it's popping up.
Dane or Harloff?
No, Dane Cook. Dane Cook was in the 1999 Smash Mouth video. So yeah, it's him, Dane Cook.
Stand corrected.
I'm about to say that definitely looked like Dane Cook.
He looks like Harloff too.
Dane Cook. It says Dane Cook was in the 1999 Smash Mouth All Star. His video plummeted from there.
His video career plummeted from there. Damn, we didn't ask all that. Just asked if he was there.
You guys gotta see this band.
Where are we?
You never seen the Paradox? The guys from Georgia? We'll pause it just so
I was gonna say
us.
these niggas gonna copyright us because
yeah,
I ain't gotta. I ain't trying to fight.
All
with
love,
these
guys.
on
It's all
YouTube.
love. Eric, I think that's his name, the lead singer. It's respect, but I like them. I like them a lot.
Yeah, no, bring music like that back. Bring it back. Miss it. when white folks was, you know, kind of.
Oh, you were not paying attention. That's Sinners. Who invented this rock and roll? Maybe punk rock white people invented. Never mind. Yeah.
I was about to say punk rock is probably white people, but rock in general is black.
No, let's give white people their credit. Punk rock.
Definitely punk rock is them.
They would call it DEI punk rock.
Go to their comment section. Go to their. They've got all of it. All of that is coming at them from every angle, and they sometimes will laugh at the posts that the comments that they receive. Like they don't care.
Now, what else was on our list? Did you guys see that? James Gunn said The Authority is still happening.
Man, get the fuck on. Get out my face with that shit.
He said The Authority is.
About no authority. We can have a night without James Gunn's lies. What about Starfighter? There's quite a bit to
There's some lies there too. Let's get in those lies. Ray's back.
Yes. Favorite character in Star Wars.
Okay, so I guess really nothing that if this is true, right? If this is the case, then we should set the table for people. We shouldn't just assume everybody knows what we're talking about.
Okay, John Roca. Oh, were you gonna set the table?
No, go ahead. Do it. You got it.
John Roca from the Hot Mic was chit-chatting, talking about the expectations of Mara Jade, the Amy Adams character, all that stuff. And then that's John Roca from the Hot Mic. And then here comes Den of Nerds Josh, and he goes, well, my source told me this stuff. I said not to say it. But now that Roca opened up the bag, I'm allowed to now talk about it because it's public news. And according to Den of Nerds Josh and his source, the plot of Star Wars Starfighter is getting that kid who Ryan Gosling is escorting, getting that kid to the Jedi Master Rey Palpatine. That's the plot of the movie. It'll then spear off into a trilogy of movies by Simon Kinberg, and then Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, she's also got a movie somewhere in there also. And Mara Jade is being played by Amy Adams.
Mara Jade, whatever. Amy Adams, Rey. And then maybe potentially the kid is a bastard kid of Luke. If it's true, then literally this 6-year gap in between them being on the silver screen was literally just to lull people to sleep. It was, hey, I'm not changing anything, but I need some time in between how they feel about it now in our next appearance, because I'm coming right back with it. I'm doubling, tripling down. Matter of fact, the next 5 movies are all going to be about Rey. I honestly think at this point, since they don't like her, since even her Hollywood elite friends have kind of turned their back on her, at least the ones outside of the trades, I think it's her focus and her goal to sink Lucasfilm as far in a hole as she possibly can, so that when eventually someone else does take over, she can do the whole Iger plot. She can do the Iger do-si-do. She can leave, have this ceremonious goodbye, right? Hand it off to somebody. It will be so bad.
Iced coffee.
Nice. It will be so bad that whoever takes over can't possibly pull them out of this hole. And then she'll be forced to take her spot back in the C-suite of Burbank, of Disney. Just like Iger did with your boy Chapek.
Bob Paycheck?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what she's planning to do. I think she wants to run this thing into the fucking mud so she can come back and be like, I really wanted to hand it off, but the studio's in such turmoil. It feels like it needs a steady hand, and I'm going to sacrifice the next few years of my retirement to steward it forward and make sure that we have a good plan going forward. Y'all just wait on it. Y'all wait on it. Y'all wait. But yeah, this is, I don't understand this at all from I
understand it. It's what I've been saying for a while. I said that girl was going nowhere. The scoopers and everybody kept saying, she's got more movies, guys. She's got more movies coming. And it's funny because they prepped us for this. They told us she's our Obi-Wan. In order for her to be your Obi-Wan, that means you're going to be using her more.
God.
They told us that, you know, we needed more strong women in Star Wars. They've killed all the other, you know, they killed Luke, they killed Leia, they killed Han. Chewie's alive, maybe.
Still got Ahsoka, baby.
You know, yeah, you know, the fact that I said this, we talked about this on, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday. The fact that they are potentially bringing, I don't want to say that because we don't know. Amy Adams is as I said on the last time, if she says in that movie that she is Mara Jade,
and they about to do this with it, like, oh my god,
I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be like yelling at the. I am gonna hysterically laugh loud while I'm leaving because it's like, what are you like? That's insane. That's insane to completely mess Mara up. Like that's insane.
Well, also, from what we've seen from the Starfighter movie so far, if that's what this movie is about, if that's the premise, are they not burying the lead? I mean, they burying the lead kind of deep here. They showed us 2 male characters, right? They've been very bleak on the synopsis of the movie. You know, everything that we've seen of it so far certainly doesn't suggest that Rey is the linchpin of the entire movie.
Rey.
So are they planning to bait and switch us into going to see this movie by showing us 2 strong male characters on an adventure,
possibly,
just to have the road lead back to Rey? Okay, I think you got one. You can do that one time. I think you can legitimately fool people into thinking they're going to get something that they're not one time. Do you now? What will happen to the audience if they think that they're going to get the second coming of Luke and Obi-Wan on a intergalactic adventure, and all of a sudden they fighting to get back to Rey Palpatine Skywalker? What do you think is going to happen to the audience at that point? Do you think that they're going to trust you again? Do you think that is going to work a second time?
Aren't we already like we don't trust them anymore? Aren't we already there though? We think the 6.
I was just saying, if they kind of flirt with a Skywalker legacy for the kid, and they show some heroics and some action from Gosling and the kid and some sort of quest like that's going to sell. I do think that'll sell. I do think that'll interest people. To what degree and how long will they be able to hide that it's all about Rey? I don't think that they're going to be able to keep that under wraps that long. But if they do it for one movie, it'll shoot their credibility for what they're trying to do going forward. The cat will be out of the bag at that point.
This is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen.
What she says her name is last name?
Yep, this is gonna happen again, but on a much louder, angrier.
For so long. Who are you? I'm Rey.
Not you. Not you.
Yo, I forgot this was in the movie.
No. No.
It's so terrible.
Please no. Listen to the audible women though. It's all women.
Rey Skywalker.
It's all women. It's all women. Don't you fucking say it. Don't you fucking say it. Don't you dare say it. No, it's all women. What upside down universe do we live in where Kathleen Kennedy does all of these Joan of Arc crusader goddamn speeches about women in Star Wars? She's not actually serving women in Star Wars. She's actively retconning and killing out the begotten ages of actual women who held up Star Wars, Leia, Padme, all those characters, right? Screw them. Those aren't real women. The fucking May and Rey, baby. Those are the real women of Star Wars. It's topsy-turvy. Theater full of women. Don't you fucking say that shit. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
They said Rey Nobody. That's who. Somebody said Rey Nobody.
Jesus.
Who's Beechcroft and why is he 1 in 5?
Well, Markson, no Beechcroft. Hey, man, eat a dick.
Congratulations, Beechcroft, on being 1 for 5.
Don't do that. That fella like disrespect.
Oh,
yeah. She's coming back, and the potentially Mara Jade is being forcefully put into something she doesn't belong in, and they're going to botch Mara Jade. Like I said about Thrawn, if you were going to bring in legacy characters or legends characters, and you respected them the way you did Thrawn, because when they brought Thrawn in, it was brilliant. You know, the way Thrawn is brought in. If you read Thrawn's comics, the Thrawn's comic ends right where Rebels picks up. So when he walks into the room in Rebels, it's right where the comics end. So it's poetry. It's beautiful. It rhymes. It flows. It's great. And he was great. But if you're doing Mara and you don't have Ben, their child, you don't have Leia and Han's children,
Because you killed them.
Because then you botched them making Kylo Ren. Then leave Mara the fuck in the books. Leave her in the books. There's no reason to bring her into this.
But you don't get it. You don't get it, Darius. The fact that they're leading with what amounts to be basically the secondary characters in this entire plot. They're leading with Gosling and the kid. The fact that they're potentially trying to work in Mara Jade into the narrative. They know as well as we know that this is a loser. It's a stinker idea. And they're trying their best to hide the stink, number one, by not talking about Rey in this movie. They're doing their best to beef it up with all the things that they think you want that will make you accept Rey, which is male energy and Legends characters. They know their premise is shot. What I think is probably the case is that this is either Kathy's idea or it's her idea for Levy's thing. Like it's either just straight up what she wanted.
That's exactly what it is.
She wanted him to do, and it's like, look, if you'll write the story, like we were talking to Kinberg, and we fucking Platoed his story and made it a race story. If you're agreeing to take the reins of it,
you wanted to do a Jedi getting to Mace Windu who's still alive. Nah, we don't do black representation.
Yeah,
so
fuck Mace
Windu. We're gonna
make it Rey though. You like Rey?
Years later, Rey is going to be the hero, and we got it.
That's exactly what it was. Because you cannot convince me that Levy, who has talked in interviews, said he's a big Star Wars fan, says he's wanted to do Star Wars movies. He's always thought about the concept of doing Star Wars. So knowing that he's a Star Wars fan, and which means he's always been a Star Wars fan, that means that he's been a fan since the original trilogy.
Ain't nobody think about Rey.
No one was
coming here talking to you about Rey.
He didn't pitch a Rey film. He wasn't writing a Rey film in his spare time. God, let me get the pen to paper on some Rey. Let me see if I can come up with the best Rey story. He wasn't doing that. So when he pitched whatever Star Wars story was to Lucasfilm, it didn't have anything to do with Rey. What happened was, it's like when you turned in a test and you misspelled words or you didn't put a comma. They went through X that shit, put this in there, and said, okay, now here's your story. You still want to direct? Cool. We still want you. It's a race story, though. And he said, okay.
So how much of us fans know that going in? It depends how they market it. But I do think we need some confirmation. Someone to actually go out and say, it is officially Daisy Ridley's cast. She's in the end of the movie, or they put it in the trailer. We need some confirmation so that us can make the informed decisions and say, well, if we pay for Starfighter and we make it successful, it means we get more Rey. But since Rey's been advertised, if we don't pay for Rey, it means they'll give us less Rey. Like, that's how business works, right?
The Star Wars, you're right. The Star Wars fans need to band together and make this shit worse than Solo. Box office worse than Solo. Solo was so bad, they wanted to do more. Solo was so bad, they said, hell no. Never again. You thought Solo ended just the way it ended with Maul and Kira, and that was just it? No, they had plans. But the box office was so stinky that they said, no. Pack it up. No more.
Since this is the call to action, and us three don't have a big enough platform to do this, but I'm still going to suggest it. The movie comes out on May 28th, okay? I say you big up the Legend of Zelda movie on May 7th. If there's another movie coming out May 28th, which is like a romance or some other genre thing, we talk about that. We make it so that every movie surrounding the Star Wars Starfighter is more of an event than Star Wars Starfighter, so that theaters don't play Star Wars Starfighter in that second week, third week. How to Train Your Dragon 2 is coming out on June 11th. Well, I guess I'm a fan of the How to Train Your Dragon franchise now because I'm going to be covering this as much as I possibly can. Every time there's a trailer update, a new poster, the actors, whatever. Every movie surrounding that Starfighter date, fans of Star Wars need to act like we care about that a lot more than we care about Star Wars Starfighter.
What an absolute asinine plan. Let's just force them to take the thing that they've been railing against for the past 5 years. Like, let's just make them take it. Definitely a money-making idea, right?
I really wish I could influence people into going to watch Zelda or whatever comes out else late May. I really wish I had that influence.
But see, you know, if Zelda's good, and if all these other movies are good, then I mean, it's not like people are. Do you see people talking about Mando Grogu?
No.
Okay, so I don't know that people are going to be talking about Starfighter either. No one's talking about
especially
Mando
when this type of stuff leaks out. I think they needed some positive fanfare. I think that was the point of being so male slanted in the early marketing for this film. I think they're signaling one way because they think that's what's going to win the audience. But when they come back around and try to tie it all into the failed state of affairs, I think you're going to go right back to where you started.
We have a year and a half of them doing media, trying to avoid mentioning Rey. Is Daisy Ridley in the movie? We can't say. They've got a year of that just stinking it up.
I feel like even that is going to give it a bit of a stink. Like if they're playing at the possibility of her being at this movie, I don't think she's a popular character. Like I don't. I think most of the money that last franchise made was because of the surrounding characters that they were able to get into it, right? Like it was as much of a Star Wars Avengers film as there's ever been.
Man, I was in no way, shape, or form interested in The Rise of Skywalker. Now, I was going to see The Rise of Skywalker, of course. It was a Star Wars movie. I was going to see The Rise of Skywalker to see how they tied this crazy bow. I was on my way to Colorado for a basketball tournament when they dropped the trailer with the Emperor cackling at the end. That is the only thing that drove me. I was like, what? And how? In what capacity? And I was like, okay, now I got to see what the fuck they're doing. It was shit.
I thought it meant Luke Skywalker's coming back in this one. He didn't really die. It's The Rise of Skywalker. Not Rey is Skywalker.
Nah. Wrong Skywalker, bro.
And I'm like, I knew he didn't die. He just faded away on the rocks. He'll be back in the next one. They said Rise of Skywalker. No.
And just that whole like. Anyway, yeah, we've all talked about the Rise of Skywalker. Just that
it's hella upsetting though. Like the more I think about it, and I think I haven't thought about it really for a long time. But then when I think about it, that movie sucked.
I haven't seen that movie in a while.
It was very bad.
Awful.
And it's all Rian Johnson's fault.
Well, it's not all his fault. I mean, he didn't fire J.J. Abrams and then, retcon the whole thing right in the middle of the trilogy.
Like, how do you do that? Like, how do you fire the director that you wanted to do the 3 films and then bring someone else in, then bring him back to try to fix the shit that got... It's just... It's insane.
A whole bunch of bullshit, right?
It's insane. And then they think again, that this... Hey, I think they got a rude awakening for Mando Grogu. I think that they really thought Mando Grogu was going to pop, and it's yet to be seen if it is. I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Maybe I just don't see it. But
it's karma.
I think they think it's going to really pop, and it's not.
Mando Grogu failing is going to be karma for Kathleen Kennedy taking Grogu away from Luke Skywalker and putting him back with Din Djarin. Now, the only problem with that is it going to be seen that way? it's more than likely going to be seen as an aberration against Dave Filoni in his direction, which is the most bass backwards thing. They wouldn't even be on the silver screen at this point in this condition if not for Kathleen Kennedy. Then you're going to turn around and blame Dave Filoni for performing badly. Hello, stupid. Is this thing on? I told you not to put him back.
Yeah. That's the thing too. You know, I so Wolverine said that parents took their kids to see Deadpool and Wolverine. Of course, they'll take them to see Mando. I don't know because the difference in Deadpool and Wolverine was one, Hugh Jackman. You had Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine in the Wolverine costume that we saw in the trailers. You saw Deadpool, you know, with him. Everybody typically loves Deadpool. I think we all kind of knew what that movie was going to do. We all said the same thing. Was going to change the trajectory of the MCU in any way, but we all knew what that movie was going to do. With Mando and Grogu, they are not in the same boat. The boat they're in, they're coming off of a failed season. It really hasn't been popular since Luke showed up. And that was what, 4 or 5 years ago? It hasn't been popular since Luke showed up.
They broke the internet and then just decided never to do no shit like that ever again. Like, never do that again.
And then you have creatives in charge like Jon Favreau, who is crafting the story, who has been crafting the story since its inception. And then when he makes the decision to take the character of Grogu and actually develop him and send him off on a journey with, I don't know, your fucking franchise's main character, you say, no. We got to bring him back. We have to, and then not only are we going to bring it, we're going to do some crazy. We're going to have some teenagers riding Vespas with colors, and we're going to have. Oh, wait a minute! Let's bring in a Rancor to destroy the city. But on top of that, let's put Grogu in what was akin to an Iron Man suit. That whole thing was so bad. Had they just let Jon Favreau do what he wanted to do, send Grogu off with Luke, and then we see it would have made sense when we seen him in the next movie. If you wanted to do a movie, we seen him in the movie show up with Luke. That would have made sense. But we're still seeing Grogu doing the cutesy ass shit, force pulling food to him, forcing frogs in the air, trying to eat them, goo goo gaga. And in 2018, yes, that would have drove parents and kids to the theater. I don't know that we're doing that. I don't know, because not only that, our kids. I saw a clip. I saw a clip on TikTok today. I don't know if these were football players. I think there were 2 football players sitting with this little white little boy, and they were asking him. They asked them, "What's your favorite cartoon?" He said, "YouTube." He said, "No, your He said, "Your favorite cartoon."
Oh, yeah, he didn't know what a cartoon was. The little white kid.
He said, "What's a cartoon?" Are these kids watching Mando Grogu, or are they watching YouTube? Are they watching Kai? Are they watching these streamers?
Kids do not watch Mando Grogu.
I know.
I think they know Baby Yoda out of like symbiosis from other people who are watching Mando Grogu in the house. Probably he pops up on the screen and they're like, "Oh, that's Baby Yoda," but like I don't think they're actively sitting down there watching full seasons of Mando.
Yeah, that's actually a good example of what you said. My nephew, who is another YouTube child, he knows who Baby Yoda. He doesn't know him by the name Grogu. He knows who Baby Yoda is, but he doesn't know by Grogu.
Yep.
And nor is he sitting down watching The Mandalorian.
Yep.
So yeah, that's actually a good example. These kids aren't watching Mando Grogu. Again, maybe in 2018, maybe you had more people watching it. But what they've done with this franchise and what they're continuing to do with the Star Wars franchise, they are driving more and more fans away, and they're not adding new younger fans. They're not adding a new generation of fans. So it's like, what can Lucasfilm do to appease to this YouTube generation? Nothing.
Oh, the YouTube ads, they're a thing.
These kids are skipping that shit faster than they can lick the fucking whatever they're eating while they're watching YouTube off their fingers.
Yeah,
they don't give a damn about that shit. These kids don't care. That when that little boy said, "What's a cartoon?" and he started naming, he said Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney. He said, "Huh."
But remember that Mike the librarian who's got the Reading Rainbow show on YouTube now? He's a TikTok star. He is of the ilk of like kid celebrities. I think they'll do well there. I hope that it does well there. I hope they reach the new audience.
Shout out to Michael for his new position. Hopefully he does LeVar Burton proud.
So once it comes out, they're gonna sell out because parents will take them so they can get out the house. Well, they didn't take them to get out of the house for Thunderbolts or for Fantastic Four, which I'd argue Marvel is more popular than Star Wars at the current moment.
Marvel,
yeah, they didn't take them to see Fantastic Four. They didn't take them to see Thunderbolts. I don't know.
That's good parenting. Yeah, don't take them to see Thunderbolts.
I don't know. And were there really outside of us like big? I keep using I'm not saying that my nephew is just like, you know, end all be all with kids, but most kid I'm around, nigga didn't mention Superman.
I saw all the kids in Demon Slayer and Minecraft. You got to go to where the kids are, bro. But unfortunately, the decision makers for what the kids want are in their 50s and 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm just like with this blockbuster summer that superhero films somewhat tried to have. How many kids saw that shit? I'll even give you another one. I went and saw Fantastic Four with one of my old co-hosts, one of my good friends, Cody. He brought his son. I'm not exaggerating. I promise you, I have no reason to lie. He fell asleep during Fantastic Four. Not Cody, his son. And his son is in elementary. He's 5th grade, 4th grade.
It was nap time, man.
I have no reason to lie about that. I mean, I was excited for the film. I look over this he's knocked. So I wonder.
He said he said it's slumbering time.
Yeah,
that 4 was kind of boring for kids. I think that space. Did he at least was he awake for the Silver Surfer at?
He did see this. Yeah. That part. He was more asleep when. I don't know what part was that. It's really not an exciting movie. So I don't know. I don't remember. But
I just call it a bad movie though. I still think it was okay, but it just alternate universe, that kind of stuff doesn't really appeal to me.
I just, I'm curious. I'll be curious because I'm a much bigger Star Wars lover than I am Marvel. So we'll see. We'll see what Star Wars does with Mando Grogu. But as a Star Wars kid myself, as someone who I really do love Star Wars, like I'm not even the least bit counting down for the Mando and Grogu movie. At all. Normally, of course, I'll probably see it still that Thursday showing. Or will I? Or will I go see it on a Friday? No. Don't know. Maybe I need another trailer. What they need to do is drop that trailer they showed at D23. That's the trailer they should have showed to the crowd. The one that was on Twitter or YouTube.
This recent one was what, 1.5 minutes, and we didn't get much dialogue to explain what the plot of the film was. That's intentional, right? So let's reserve our judgment till we're 2 months out from the movie. They do the full-on trailer. We understand what they're trying to do, and then we'll like it more. And then they can also have surprises. What if he brings Grogu to Mace Windu? Mace Windu is my favorite character. He's my favorite surprise cameo that they can do because Samuel L. Jackson is willing to do it. Come on, do it. So I think if Nick Fury, if Mace Windu is in this film and that's what they bring Grogu to, or Ahsoka links up with him, you can trust him. If Mace Windu is in Mandalorian Grogu, I'm gonna love it. Sorry, man.
It's just see if they brought Mace, which I don't want them to do at all. I want them to just leave this era. But if they were to bring Mace back, I wouldn't want them to bring him back as a I'm here to train the next Order of Jedi. If he's not a gray Jedi and disgruntled, then there's a problem.
He should have been Snoke. Yeah. They should have just left it as he was Snoke. They should have went with that theory. That was the time I think the fans were a little bit smarter than the writers. They were like, oh, that's what they thought? That actually would work. But now I don't want to give it to them since they figured it out. So let me just, let me do the worst thing possible to let them know that their theory is wrong.
If Magneto can be in a movie, and Ian McKellen, then Samuel L. Jackson can put on that purple lightsaber with a missing limb and say he's Mace Windu at age 90 or whatever number they need to make it sense.
Yeah, I just, like I said, I want them to leave this era. I want them to just leave it alone, let it die. Like you've already killed it enough, so just leave it. Leave it. Start fresh. Like do something, just go away. I think that's the only way that they can really recoup, because if you continuously try to repair the Skywalker saga, you're just going to continuously make it worse. You can't, there's no repairing that. You can't. You can't. I mean, what do you do with Luke?
With Luke?
Yeah, what do you do with Luke?
You mean like recast?
I mean, yeah, you definitely do that. I've been saying
all
that,
three.
but
Recast all three.
yes,
of them.
all three of them. All three of them. This connection that you have to these some people have these 80s, the 80 image, this 80s image of Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher. Let that shit go. Mark Hamill is old as hell. He's not playing. I just watched him in The Long Walk. Hardly recognizable. He doesn't need to play Luke.
That's not their fault though. That's the fault of Disney. They had an opportunity.
They did
to fix that when they bought it, and they didn't. So that's kind of on them.
Yeah, no. That's definitely not their fault. It's definitely Disney's fault in 7 and 8 and 9. I don't know why. Again, it's the route they went with Luke. It's just insane. It's just insane. I used to even think if they did a Luke something, that might kind of reinvigorate fans. I don't even think so. I don't think so.
If they did an honest to God Luke series, like him rebuilding the Jedi Temple, him off doing adventures with Obi-Wan, that kind of thing, I think it could work. But they'll never ever do anything like that. So
not Kathleen Kennedy.
I mean, they've already messed up Luke. I can't stand the Obi-Wan show. Even when you and McGregor said, I was surprised that The Mandalorian got more views. Brother,
Lawrence, did you see him dead? You saw him die? I saw him fall out the window. I ain't seen him die. I seen Palpatine fall to his death. Seen Palpatine die 2 times.
Yeah. They I don't know. We'll see.
You imagine Mace Windu bumping into Luke Skywalker. What's his name? Luke. You knew his mother, the Senator Amidala. Oh, okay. Did you say your name was? Oh, my name's Luke. Luke Skywalker. That lightsaber turns purple. You are no Jedi. Listen, you're gonna have to back up. Give me the kid, and then they just fight each other. That'll be awesome.
I really don't want Mace back. I really don't.
You don't want him back because they'll mess him up, or you just don't want him back in general?
Not anymore. Not in general.
Oh no, I want him back.
I just want I just want him to move. I do, man. Now, animated stuff. I've always said I think that they need to just hard pivot animation. I think they thrive in animation. I know that not a lot of people watch their animation.
Said no. Why? How old do y'all think Yoda is?
900.
Like, we can't have a 90-year-old human, but we can have a centuries-year-old alien.
People reach 90. Yes, he would be old. You're right, Just Vibe.
Like Yoda.
90-year-olds exist. That's not like science fiction. 90, it exists.
He would be old, but it's not as if human
Jedi. He's not your 90-year-old grandpa. He has the Force, y'all. I think maybe even potentially he would just get stronger.
Let me see. He would still be fine. I mean, Jorah Sabaoth, when you get to the Legends books, he was the rogue dark Jedi that was on Talon on I'm blanking on the name of the place. Anyway, that Thrawn was, and he was 70 during that time, and he was still powerful as shit. He was a human just like Mace. He was shooting electricity and shit out of he was very powerful. So Mace could still be powerful at 90 years old, 90-year-old human.
You said he was chilling. He was retired. So while he was training Luke?
Who?
Well, now we doing a little bit of revisionist history.
Who was chilling?
I am Too Flame Camp said Yoda was chilling. He was retired.
Yeah. We'll see what they do though with Star Wars. I remain saying I can't wait for them to drop that trailer so we can actually watch it and talk about it instead of the one that's on YouTube we can't watch. Maul Shadow Lords is where it's at.
No, that looks good.
That's where it's at. That looks great.
Yeah, early next year, right? We still got a little ways to wait.
Just drop the trailer. Give that trailer. I mean, the trailer, they took the one for Mando Grogu that was showed at D23 is no longer on YouTube, but the Maul one is still on YouTube. You can watch it. It's just, we can't watch it, but you can watch it on your own time. It's great. It's great. And, even with Ahsoka season 2, we got Sam Witwer coming back as the son. He's reprising his role in live action as the son. You've got, you've got the stuff apparently happening with the father, the daughter, and then Abeloth. Ahsoka season 2 is another one to watch
Big
for.
time. I hear there's going to be a lightsaber fight, Anakin Skywalker versus Balin Skull. And I just feel like that's so disrespectful to Ray Stevenson. He died, and they're gonna just recast the character. I hate this.
I can't wait to see that with Balin and Anakin, because Hayden's not doing that lightsaber fighting. Like, either you coming with it or get on, because we're not doing that slow ass shit. But yeah,
I'm ready for Ahsoka season 2.
I'm ready for that one too. Is that it, or was there anything else on our
something about pirates?
Oh yeah, pirates. Just that
the best score, the best theme music in any movie. Pirates of the
You think that's the best score ever?
Probably isn't, but it's a good way to introduce the topic.
I think John Williams would like a word.
He made that. No?
Did he do Pirates?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. That man got work. He's doing a lot of work. I was getting ready to put it up against
he did Harry Potter also.
Doom 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 doom.
Oh,
doom.
Do they use the Harry Potter one in the TV show?
They should. They should.
It's like the Superman the one that he made also. He did the Superman one, and James Gunn used that theme again. Just changed it up, made it more rock and roll.
Star Wars or Harry Potter?
Star Wars.
Star Wars got so many though.
Vader, give him the Leia theme, the Yoda.
Yeah,
theme.
you've got Vader's theme. You've got, the Emperor's theme. You've got.
I'm talking the main opening theme, the one I'm giving you. That one.
Oh, well, I don't think it's better than. Well, oh shit.
Better than Harry Potter.
Is it?
Indiana Jones or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Indiana Jones. He did that?
Okay. Fuck. So then Star Wars versus Pirates then.
I don't know. Pirates is kind of great. If you're using anything other than the theme song for Star Wars, the opening, then I might go with Star Wars.
That's crazy.
The Twin Suns. That's a good one. This is a lie. What the fuck?
Jerry Bruckheimer says Margot Robbie still attached to the new Pirates movie. Teases Nicolas Cage return for National Treasure 3. Okay, that's good.
What were they thinking with that TV show?
The F1 producer also unpacks the making of his blockbuster Apple movie and gives a promising update on Top Gun 3. What Chillmonger is gonna? Oh, it's blocked. I gotta pay $4 a week.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a deal.
What was the story?
Basically, the story that was originally attached to Pirate 6 is that Margot Robbie is coming back.
coming back.
Are coming back. Margot Robbie is
She's still
starring in Pirate 6.
So is this like Margot Robbie still getting her Pirates movie, like Taika Waititi still getting his Star Wars movie kind of thing, or is it like no, she's actually like we doing this thing? Johnny Depp said no for the 10th time.
I think Johnny's in it, but I don't think that he is the. I don't know how much he's in it.
Oh, that's dumb. That's dumb. Why are we bringing him back to make him be a side note?
You have to advertise him in the movie, or else the fans are gonna like me. I'm gonna say, nah, you're doing him dirty. Like, this franchise leans on him. He's very key to it. He doesn't have to be the main character of this new movie, but he's got to be significant. He's got to be a major supporting character.
I think he does. Well, okay, I'll give you that. I don't think he has to be the main character, but he definitely needs to be Will.
Show me you've rectified it with the actor who's still alive and can play the role. Show me you've rectified it, and he's okay with it. And he's getting paid with it. Hey, I'm back on the Pirates bandwagon.
But I'm not down to see Pirates of the Caribbean, Return of the Jedi version. Like I'm not here for that.
I'm not either.
I don't want to see Margot Robbie stab Johnny Depp and throw him into the depths or some shit like that. And I'm good. That's not what I want.
Force Awakens.
Keira Knightley said she has had no talks about returning. I don't know. Maybe she's lying. I don't know. Maybe she's telling the truth. Maybe they haven't called her. But we know they're talking to Johnny. Just don't know how big the role is. But she's always been in the mix ever since Pirate 6 has been on the table. And it hasn't stopped. So, hey, maybe Margot Robbie is really going to be the new lead of Pirates.
I got nothing against that. I like the actress. She's capable. Like, she could do so many voices. Let's see her do that one. She's Australian. She's Barbie. She was Australian. She's good.
But even just okay. Let's go to Pirates 3 at World's End, and let's go to the conversation where the Brethren Court convened, and before Jack started talking, like it was cool. Like it was great. Jack's there, so it's always great. But the seeing all the pirates and they were all talking about what they were going to do, what they're not going to do. Then when Jack came in and started talking about Calypso, was talking about hell hath no or whatever he was, all the stuff that he was saying about Calypso and not doing this, and then giving it to Elizabeth. He enhanced not just that scene. I can give other scenes from that movie, but he enhanced that scene alone, just that one scene. Now, obviously, he's in the entire movie, so you're not thinking, oh, well, he's leaving after the scene. If he is just a footnote in Pirate 6, that doesn't bode well. You can't make him a footnote in Pirate 6, and you're like, oh, well, now we're about to go on a 7 Seas adventure with Margot Robbie's character. No. He has to be if you're not making him the same, the main character, make him the Will Turner of that one. Still a main character, but not the main character. Even Will was. But Will was still one of them. He was still the main character. Was he not in?
I think the first movie, Will was the main character, and Keira. Elizabeth.
Well, no, Black Pearl was about Jack.
I disagree.
I think Black Pearl was about Jack because it's called Black Pearl. His ship was the Black Pearl. It was the curse of the Black Pearl. He fought Barbossa.
Sounds like it was about the Black Pearl.
And who was the captain of the Black Pearl?
Jack
It wasn't
Sparrow.
Will Turner. It wasn't Keira Knightley's character.
That first one had some banger lines too.
Hello,
I think
Poppy.
you can rightly call Pirates an ensemble in terms of the plot.
I would say that.
With the big three, yes.
Yeah, but
with
the driving force, the thing that people come back for, the thing that gets the fan service, the laughs, the giggles, it's Jack Sparrow. He's kind of like the mascot of the franchise.
It's the Fantastic Four, and he's Johnny Storm.
He's Johnny Storm, or the Thing. Well, not this version of the Thing.
Yeah, Barbossa. Barbossa was a big player too. He's probably one of next to Jack. I think he's my favorite one. Banger lines. They gave that man some banger lines.
Who's the tentacle dude?
That'd be Davy Jones.
Davy Jones.
Awesome.
Yeah. Very awesome. Very awesome. Davy Jones was great. Do you feel death? That's some good shit.
Naomi Harris was in there too.
She was dope. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, for the longest time, I thought Calypso was really Rihanna.
Hey, when it first came out, you couldn't tell me shit. I was like, oh, Rihanna was in Pirates of the Caribbean. No, look at her. Look, I seen her.
I thought that was Rihanna. Yeah.
Hey, we got some super chats to attend to.
Number one hustler getting money. Why you wanna count my money?
It comes from Lawrence A with the $9.99. Hey man, appreciate you.
Appreciate it, Lawrence.
Paying attention to everything that I'm eating. I got no problems with that though. If I had a problem with that, then I wouldn't do this. A Hero Certified Burgers poutine.
What are you eating? What was that?
It's like fries and gravy with cheese.
What?
I take what's mine and take some more. It rains, it pours, it rains, it pours. Yeah.
When it rains, it pours. $9.99 again from Lawrence. And knowing him, he probably donated it to our channels individually.
Separately.
Yeah, that's his stuff. He's like that. I told you guys, step up your game. None of you guys are Lawrence. Lawrence is just out here like, it's 3 people. I'm gonna support all 3. Thank you.
So is gravy and French fries with cheese a Canadian thing?
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Cool.
So is that like at a restaurant you're ordering that, or are you making that yourself?
I ordered this.
Oh wow, they make that at the restaurant
and sell it for money.
Yeah, it's
In
French
a
Canadian.
In a cup. So it's brown gravy, French fries, and what kind of like
cheese?
Shredded cheese.
Cheese curds.
Cheese curds. Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
Hey,
it's a lot going on there.
It's super.
Hey yo, I once was a kid, all I had was a dream. More money, more problems. When I get it, I'm a pal.
I will eat a shoe if Amy is Mara Jade.
Yeah.
Why would you do this to yourself, sir? They will make you eat that shoe. You will go lace after soul to the they'll get you to eat the whole thing, bro. Mara
From
Jade
what I know about Mara Jade, she's a very formidable character.
Man.
So like I can't formulate why she would be running to give this child
Why
to
was
Ray.
Why she wouldn't train him herself? Like I was the hand of the emperor.
You mean Mara Jade is taking her kid to Ray?
Yeah.
Get on. Get the fuck on. Get on out
Maybe
of
she dies in the first act. Send my kid to Ray.
Disrespectful.
Send my kid to Ray.
How disrespectful.
Absolutely not.
Like I said, she was the hand of the emperor. She fought Vader. I mean, she's fought Luke. And she's like, find Ray.
Wasn't she hunting Luke? She was tasked with hunting Luke down. Like, get the fuck out of here. She's hunting Luke fucking Skywalker, and she needs to send her goddamn kid to Ray.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they're actively going to cancel out an ass kicker to try and make Ray an ass kicker.
Sounds right.
Yikes.
You got a problem with that?
Yeah, chili cheese fries. That's different, dog. The chili sauce ain't chili or coney sauce. That ain't gravy. That's different.
Oh yeah, chili cheese fries. Chili cheese fries. Yeah,
we got Skyline here. I'll fuck some chili cheese fries up. It was the gravy and cheese curds. You know what I mean? It was like the clumps, the balls of cheese. That was a little concerning with the gravy and whatnot.
Joe, what the fuck you over there eating?
I'm sure it tastes good though. You know, eating it.
Is that the last time I share with the group? You're so like unwelcoming of different cultures over here on this channel.
What?
Holy.
What? So wait, okay. What culture is it? What culture
Told you
are
it's
we
French
in?
Canadian.
French Canadian. My bad. I apologize, French Canadian.
Oh, you know what we got to do one time? We have to do a public meetup where the three of us actually meet in person.
What would be the event for that?
I
We
don't
would need
know.
to do like
Secret
a podcast
Wars.
stream,
Secret Wars.
Secret
podcast
Wars.
tour.
Do we have enough people to do that? I think the only people that be there be like Lauren, the people that comment, the people that comment in the chat.
Oh,
we come
DreamCon.
into a city near you.
I would love to be big enough to be DreamCon worthy. That would be a great place. That should be a goal of ours, maybe.
That should be a goal.
But where's that DreamCon? Austin, usually Austin, Texas. So that's not far.
That's up the street from me.
Yeah, you can do that. I'm a flight either way, so it doesn't matter.
Maybe if the Orange Maniac lets you in.
Yeah. You might be America North. You're coming up soon.
Oh man! Before we go, if anybody wants, because I didn't do it the last time. If anybody wants to see where I am on my Illuminati haul, I will show it. But I think that's it. After that, I don't think there's anything else on the docket. We have reached it all.
21, do your thing.
Unless your girl tweeted something out recently.
My who? Roman's been dead for a while, but
boom,
no.
Boom, 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 boom,
no. So did Peacemaker? What happened in Peacemaker tonight?
I am Aladdin.
Hey, if you gonna rap Roman's Revenge,
I'm starting to feel like a dungeon dragon.
Like
a dungeon dragon. I'm starting to feel like a dungeon dragon.
Look at my show footage. How these girls be spazzing. So fuck, I look like giving back to a has been.
No, Darius, you do the Eminem parts. We got the beginning.
Oh, I can do Eminem's part too. Good song.
I could tie legs to the bed and 2 peas in a tripod.
Yeah. I don't even know how I would show this. So I have to do it from my phone, or can I turn the camera? Probably not. Actually, let's do this. Let's just do this.
You know what I saw at Houston this year at DreamCon? It was Extra Emily. She's like the Chinese girl. She's so funny. And I think she puts on a stick, but she's like overly nice. She's a great streamer.
Here, chill. You can pull him up in that, so I don't have to do all that camera shit. I plan to finish this thing this weekend. I hope. I'm redoing the back, so don't pay attention to the back that's showing.
You can see it from the front. Wait till you see it from the back.
And I still have to paint it and some other stuff. But you've got the brick that's on there, the main floor. I have to change that back. Ignore that back. The windows are still going to be there, but the wall is going to be much different. Got to fix the pillars. Got to paint their chairs. Got to add the wall on the side here. And yeah, this shit's going to be fun.
The Black Bolt. Boltigar Blacker. Cuckoo.
Nemor. Cuckoo Khan.
Mr. Fantastic, Professor X,
the Black Panther.
Tucson's dad. And we got who this here? Iron Man?
Superior Iron Man, yeah.
Yeah, Superior Iron Man. And there's Doctor Strange with his high-ass eyebrows.
Stephen Strange. Yeah.
Dr. Stephen Strange.
Yeah, like I said, that back, that windows, all that's going to be the same, but on a thicker wall and different.
I know this isn't the point of why you shared this, but is that like Gorilla Spray on the side there?
Where?
What's on the right?
Glue.
Oh, that's not for this. That's adhesive for something else.
You call it adhesive?
That's what it says on the bottle. Adhesive spray.
Well, excuse me.
Where were you going with that? What do you want me to call it?
I don't know. People call it like glue.
Well, I call it what the manufacturer put on the bottle there. But yeah. Once that's done, that's going to be amazing. My Shumagorath should be here soon. That I pre-ordered.
Shumagorath.
So then I'll be able to do that whole Wanda Wong, Stephen Strange scene. Yeah, fun stuff. Pretty soon I'm going to strictly just shift to action figures and never talk about movies, TV, streaming again.
We're almost there. You know what's going to save us, though? The Avatar. Because Avatar Studios are killing it, bro. We're going to have Aang as an adult. We're going to love that stuff. And Harry Potter, when that starts, if it's successful, we can be in love with that. Don't give up on movies and TVs and streaming. Just give up on Marvel.
Yeah, definitely give up on Marvel. For sure.
No, for Marvel.
And give up on Disney, the parent company, which supports Israel, which took down like every ship in the global Samud flotilla trying to bring aid to Gaza.
It's very sad too.
Yeah, that open on the side on my
just racking up the war crimes.
Yeah, I was paying attention to that this morning as well as into late last night. It was what Cyrus and Alma, ship Cyrus and Alma, that originally for the first two that got intercepted, and then others got intercepted. Greta was one of those boats, and it's just crazy because, like I said, they're in international waters, so of course Israel is violating international law. But you've got all these different countries tweeting support to Gaza and Palestine and things like that. But it's like, yeah, sure, that's so hollow, though. You're tweeting support, but it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing to?
Remember, I told you about the boats.
It's just like they're violating international waters, and all you're saying is, "Oh, thoughts and prayers to Gaza."
Well, Spain and what was it? Spain and France,
Italy.
There you go. France and Italy both sent naval ships. I guess just for if the Israelis shot them out of the water, they would be there to pull them out. I guess that was the point of it, because you let them intercept them in international water and take them people off the boats. What were you there for?
But I don't know. I hope they have cameras. I hope they have footage. I hope they have I hope that they can testify in international court that, we were there. We have footage. We can vouch for it as the members of the Spain government, Italy government. What they did was illegal, happened in illegal water, in international waters.
And what's y'all's prime minister's name?
Mark Carney.
His ass, when he got up on that mic telling them basically, yeah, we see what's happening to you guys. It's all sad, but don't worry. When it's all done, we'll help you rebuild. That's basically the gist of his speech he gave them.
Meanwhile, we sell them weapons.
Get bombed and all that kind of stuff, and we're sending you the prayers. But when it's all said and done, don't worry. We're going to help you rebuild.
I didn't vote for him.
Crazy.
Hey, speaking of votes, you guys want a free Palestine? You can do it in one election. Every election has a primary election. Vote for the non-APAC candidate. And if enough of us do that, we will have a free Palestine, because that's the only reason America is the only, basically, they're the only guys who are voting against it and vetoing against recognizing Palestine as a state. And they're funding Israel, bro. So think about that the next time you vote. Okay? Pantheon out.
Let me tell you the big three lineup they got. Turning Point has showing up to OU's campus. Our governor, Kevin Stitt, who everyone hates. Russell fucking Brand, and one of the
the rapist,
and one of the Chrisley kids, the Chrisley girl. They're all coming to give some invigorating speeches for Turning Point
at
on OU's campus.
Is he an alleged, or did he actually get convicted of it? Russell Brand.
I'm sorry, alleged rapist. Let me be clear.
Stop saying the R word, but yes, alleged.
Dog, we're 2.5 hours in. Like, I think everybody who was going to watch has already watched. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then again, you got Dummy tweeting about fucking to his followers, you maggots, if any of you maggots are so damn dumb, tweeting to his followers about Project 2025. I have a meeting today with Russ Vaught. He is a Project 2025 he of Project 2025 fame to determine which of the many Democrat agencies most of which are a political scam. He recommends to be cut and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, talking about Project 2025, when July 24, 2024 at 1 p.m., he said, I have nothing to do with and know nothing about Project 2025. The fact that I do is merely disinformation put out by the radical left Democrat thugs. Do not believe them. DJT out. So, it's every day, and the gymnastics that the maggots do to defend him, to continuously support him, it's baffling. The amount of, I don't know about y'all's hometowns where you are, the amount of, I live in a red state, I live in the Bible Belt, obviously, the amount of billboards with Charlie Kirk on them is insane. I can't drive down the highway without seeing at least 3 or 4 where they are commemorating this man and all this stuff. Crazy. It's crazy, but that's where we are.
Well, we're not leaving just yet. There's a super chat from Brother Stark, and I'm going to pretend that he gave $10 because it's related.
Money big, Uncle Phil, twin Glock, feeling live. Niggas hate, Uncle Tom, spin them off me, carousel, get them off me, go to hell.
He asked for the top 5 Cartoon Network cartoons, and I'm gonna hit him with the Teen Titans, with Raven, Cyborg. That's my 5. It's Starfire, it's Beast Boy, and Robin.
Top 5. Codename Kids Next Door for me is number 1. Ed, Edd n Eddy is a close number 1, but 2. Dexter's Laboratory was another one of my faves. So I'm gonna go with 3
Dexter's
for that.
Laboratory lives the smartest boy you've ever seen. But did he blows his experiments to smithereens?
You got all the words right too.
All right.
Johnny Bravo, maybe. Man, I'm pretty. And then 5.
Powerpuff Girls?
I was gonna say Powerpuff Girls. I mean, I am gonna say Powerpuff Girls.
I am Mojo.
Bro, I was, and I'm gonna leave it on this. I was high as shit one night, or that episode of Powerpuff Girls. No, recently. Or that episode of Powerpuff Girls was funny as it was the episode where Mojo Jojo goes undercover to a sleepover with them and calls himself Mojisha. And after he beat up the Powerpuff Girls, all the little other girls was like, "Why, Mojisha? Why?" He said, "Mojisha." "Oh, I'm not Mojisha." That shit was so fucking funny.
And then the mayor had someone tall working with him, and you didn't see her face. Yeah, that was nice. I love that. What does her face look like? Who is she? That was great.
I hated that. I was one of those dumbass kids where in Proud Family, when Wizard Kelly would come on the screen, I would go up to the screen and
trying
be
to
like,
look up.
why can't I see his face?
I'm with you.
Where the rest of them's at?
Yeah, that's
all right. No specific order. Give me Dexter, code name, Samurai Jack.
Oh,
Samurai Jack.
Billy and Mandy. And Ed and Eddy.
How about Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Oh shit, Courage the Cowardly
Dog.
Dog.
I forgot about Courage. Courage is good though. Courage is Courage.
Ben 10. You got to do that for Dwayne McDuffie.
Return the slab. That was a scary episode, bro. That was a scary episode.
When an alien device did what it did. It sunk itself inside his wrist and secrets ahead. Now he's got superpowers. He's no ordinary
kid. He's Ben 10.
Yeah, that was a hit.
Nickelodeon. What were your Nick ones?
Cartoons.
Avatar. Last Airbender is just number 1 and number 2. What else is there? Hey Arnold was great, bro.
Arnold was
Hey
great.
Arnold, Cat
SpongeBob.
Dog,
Cat Dog, Angry
Our Real
Beavers,
Monsters, Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocket Power,
Rocket Power's up there.
The Nick
Rugrats?
Cannon show.
Is Rugrats not top 5? What?
Oh, Rocket Power.
Yeah, Rocket Power.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rocket Powers.
Either one of those feels right.
Wild
I'm missing
Thornberries.
something.
Oh man, the Wild Thornberries was my shit.
Wild Thornberries.
I love the Wild Thornberries. I know that whole intro. Wild Thornberries was a shit.
Okay, where do you count Doug at? Doug was on Nickelodeon and Disney.
Man, Doug is Nickelodeon. When I saw that on Disney, that threw me for a loop.
Doug is Nickelodeon and Disney, technically.
You know what's fire? Zoe 101.
That not cartoon. Good show.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
it's more cartoons.
Yeah. Do you look good, my dear?
Early Odd Parents.
Yeah.
Oh
Early
yeah,
Odd
yeah.
Parents.
Or Jimmy, or Jimmy Neutron.
Oh
Yeah.
man, Jimmy Timmy Power Hour. Where they crossed.
Brain Blast.
Danny Phantom. I don't like that one as much.
I wasn't the biggest fan of Danny Phantom.
I like that.
You know what's wrong with me? I went like, oh, it's the same graphics as the Fairly, so that means it's secondary. It's bootleg. It's like, they tried to child me. No, that's not the original. I don't want
to catch them all because he's Danny Phantom. Gonna catch them all because he's Danny Phantom.
I was a big fan of American Dragon Jake Long until they changed the animation.
The animation style? Yeah.
Sure. So is Disney next?
Cartoons?
Disney, Proud
American
Family.
I feel like there weren't a lot of cartoons on Disney, or at least my era.
Phineas and Ferb, Recess.
Fillmore was good too.
No.
With Orlando Brown doing the voice.
Y'all like Dave the Barbarian?
No.
Man,
it used to piss me off at 3 a.m. Barbarian. Hell no. Now, Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, I didn't really care for it either, but I liked it enough to watch it every now and then.
PB&J Otter.
Are we going Nick Jr.?
I thought it was Disney.
Oh, Disney.
Oh, hold on. I know some Disney stuff. Goof Troop.
Oh yeah, Goof Troop.
That was good.
You had Rescue Rangers.
You had the Rescue Rangers.
Chip and Dale. Rescue Rangers. Chip and Dale when there's danger.
Yeah.
Never fail.
Oh, look at Wolverine. He got them right here. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Yeah.
DuckTales.
Darkwing Duck. Darkwing Duck had the best intro song of any cartoon ever.
It had one of the best ones for sure.
Darkwing Duck.
Those was the days for Disney, man.
Is this even a top 5? We're just naming all the good ones. Yes, Recess counts. Recess is on the top of my list. Yes.
I don't know how I named the Nick shows and didn't name SpongeBob. SpongeBob is top tier. SpongeBob is top tier. It's one of the best ones. Mm-hmm. That first episode came out when I was in the first grade.
Yeah, SpongeBob's still doing numbers to this day.
Oh yeah, Kim Possible. Man,
fire. Kim Possible.
Kim Possible was fire.
Wolf. Christina Milian singing the song too.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. If you want to meet me, it's okay. When they could still get actual recording artists to make theme songs.
Mm-hmm. Call me,
beat me if you want to reach me. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me.
Doesn't matter where.
Bear in the Big Blue House.
Doesn't
matter
where.
My daughter still watches Bear in the Big Blue House to this day.
New episodes?
No.
Or reruns?
The reruns.
I was about to say, what?
Mm-hmm. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. That's what I'm about to be saying to y'all now. And all is gone today. But hey, I say, well, that's okay. Because we'll see you very soon, I know. Very soon, I know. All right, that's a good time to wrap it up.
Thank you for coming. I'm Chillmonger. I probably will do a video one of these days, but streaming is the way. Oh my God, I can do a video, edit it, put it together, and then maybe get $3 ad revenue, or you generous people will just super chat me. Streaming is the future.
Is that
okay? Josh.
You'll be seeing.
Wait.
Oh, not yet. My bad.
No, I mean, I gave my outro. I'm not gonna. Darius might have something to say to the people now.
No, I don't. I don't think so. No.
I apologize. Cueing the Josh.
Hey, I've been watching y'all every single time on Thursday and Friday because I swear to God, y'all switch up every now and then. But rock out. I'm fucking with it. I'm out.
Thank you, Josh.
Appreciate it.
I know.